Wait in the wings. Wait in the wings. Wait in the wings.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Wait in the Wings cooking stream.
Woo! Where's the camera? It's
right
over
over
there. Hello.
It's right by the sink. Congratulations, everybody. You've unlocked a new part of the map that is our apartment. It is the kitchen.
Wow.
I'm very nervous about how this is going to go. We've got 3 recipes for you. It's basically how this is going to happen. We have appetizers, entree, and a dessert.
And they're all from the Wait in the Wings cookbook.
And they're all from the Wait in the Wings cookbook, which you can get with the Kickstarter. So please let me know too, if the microphone sounds good. It's something exciting that I figured out.
It's not working.
That I figured out that we could do these lapel mics into the into the computer. I see Mark is already here saying, "Are you gonna kiss some fish?" I will kiss some fish. It will happen at some point. But basically, we've got 3 recipes for you, and the entree is one that I've had growing up forever that I don't think actually exists. I don't know if it's the right name for these, but they're called blagindas. They're something that my mom made all the time. And
I still don't know.
I grew up and I used to not like these that much because it had sauerkraut in them, which sauerkraut is very much a developed taste, but I love it now. But if my mom's watching this, she'll refute this till the day she dies. Where one time I did not want to eat this blaginda so bad. This is really going to sell people on the cookbook.
I love the blagindas.
The blagindas are great now, but back then I was really picky. And I remember I took the blaginda into the bathroom and I put it into the toilet. And then my mom came in and she's like, "What is that doing in there?" And she took it out and she made me eat it. Which I don't know if that actually happened or not, or if I'm just making that up. It could have been that it's I just went in there and I was hiding it and it was on the counter and she made me eat it. But either way, I ate the blagindas in the bathroom. But yeah, either way, they're great now. And I have them every year, every time that we need something quick. It's nice because you can freeze them. So you can make them and you can freeze them and, they'll stay good for what, 3 weeks or so? Forever.
They're little rocks, little seashells in
Christopher
your freezer.
Butler, welcome to the chat, is saying no meat pies with questionable ingredients.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, that's kind of what the blaginda is. The blaginda is kind of a meat pie. But basically...
I wouldn't even say kind of. I would say it is a meat pie.
Yeah.
It's very weird because the camera's facing kind of the same direction as the window. So I feel like I'm doing a cooking show for the people outside. There is no one outside.
There's no one outside.
But I feel like someone's going to walk past and think, why is this lady talking to her window?
Oh, we're going to look absolutely, just out of it. But with that being said, I wanted to start the stream with a little special edition that we're adding to the Wait in the Wings cookbook this year, which you can get by using the description below. We're going for... what are we going for? 310 backers tonight? Is that what we think we can get up to? And
is it breakfast?
No, it's I need the mystery show cup that you can get as a part. You can get this as a part of the Coup de Théâtre pack. We've got the mystery playbills here, which everyone who's here from last night that we had that wild pick-a-bill live stream where we hit 23K. They know about this. So you get. So here we're going to do this mystery cup. So not only do you get a mystery playbill, but you also get a mystery show cup with the Coup de Théâtre.
With the Coup de Théâtre.
With the Coup de Théâtre. Only with the Coup de Théâtre.
But whether you have the cup or not, whether you get the Coup de Théâtre or not, you can still make some of the Wait in the Wings mocktails. Or a Shirley Temple, which is also a mocktail.
That's what I'm making. That's my edition because I have free will.
Having some tea in this world's best salad dressing mug.
Which, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And Kate says you can also get it in the pinned comment above, and that is absolutely true. So this is like, you know, it's one of those free will things where growing up I loved Shirley Temples. And it was like, what, 2 years ago that I realized, wait, I can still order these even as an adult.
We had them at our wedding.
We had Shirley Temples at the wedding? Did I have a Shirley Temple at the wedding?
No, you were too busy drinking Diet
I was
Coke.
too busy downing all the French 75s that I could.
And Diet Coke.
And Diet Coke.
Are we doxing any of our friends?
I don't think we're doxing any of our friends. But we could dox Nick Falcon with that wedding singer playbill. So we're starting out with a classic Shirley Temple. I was texting my mom before this stream, and she said, I never thought you'd be hosting a cooking show. And I completely agree with that. I once burnt soup. So that's a fun story. We'll share that later. All right, so first up, if you're following along, you got to get some of your grenadine. It doesn't matter what kind of grenadine, just as long as it says grenadine. On there.
Did you know what fruit do you think grenadine is?
Cherry?
I learned this recently. It's not cherry.
I can't believe it's not cherry.
I can't believe it's not cherry.
What is it?
Sound off in the chat.
And don't cheat. You can't use
Sound
Google
off in the chat
to figure this out.
with an emoji of what fruit you think grenadine is, because it is not cherries.
Well, the first thing I need is a little measuring cup.
A little measuring
like that little
cup.
one. There it is.
This
that little measuring
measuring
cup. And then next, I printed off my recipe somewhere, and I put it somewhere.
You printed off your recipe somewhere. This is this
Would you like to talk a little bit
camera
about
setup's
what
not
you're going to
working
be
for me.
making for your appetizer?
Yeah, but the camera setup's not working for me. I just keep looking here, and looking there feels very uncomfortable because I never face that way.
We can try to move it, but
Can
it's
we
like
just
we
move
don't.
it? Can we move it like over here, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get ready, everybody. We're going on a field trip. Not to be confused with the 24-hour stream when we go on a field trip at 3 a.m. with FNAF and Feels. Okay, let's try this. It's just hard because you can't
This
really.
feels much more natural.
You just can't really see the counter, but we can adjust that.
We're gonna make this work.
It's the first time we've ever done this, everybody.
We tried like 4 angles, and I was like, yeah, that feels great. But I like didn't look at the camera at all and realize how uncomfortable it felt. Okay,
Here we go. So then it'll be directly staring down the barrel at you, the viewer. All right, and so again, tonight we're going for 310 new backers.
Well, 310 backers total.
Yeah,
10 new
no,
backers.
310.
7 new backers.
310 new people need to
We're
do
going
this
for
right now. We're going for 600 people.
600 people.
But we don't, because of this mic setup, we don't have the Chipmunk Smoochies feature available.
No, but we have something new.
But we have something new. If you join the Kickstarter page and you support the Wait in the Wings mission, sound off for the clock.
1, 2,
It's
3,
going to be
4,
7.
5, 6.
Michael's going to be thrilled about this. But if you donate, we don't have Chipmunk Smoochies, but we do have Easy Squeezies. So I don't think I was going to call them Easy Pushies, but Easy Squeezies works better. So we're going to go...
That was easy.
And then we're going to do the Easy Squeezies.
Easy Squeezies.
That's great.
How many backers for a magnet tour? At
305.
Okay, I was going to say 307. 305 backers will do a magnet tour.
Yeah, we'll do a magnet tour.
So 2 new backers, and then you get the magnet tour.
Yeah.
We have a magnet from every show that I have seen, and every show that Brendan has seen since we met.
Mm-hmm. Because I used to go for the T-shirts, because I just saw theater that infrequently, because I was in Utah.
Yeah, but now
But
we're
then I
magnet
realized
people.
after Hadestown, I was like, I can't keep this up.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, we're going to dive into the Shirley Temple.
Shirley,
We're going to call it the
Shirley.
Wingsy Temple. That's how we're doing it today.
Apparently, there are not a lot of fruit emojis in the YouTube chat, so you can just yell out the name
Just
of
yell
the
out
fruit.
what you want. All right, so first up, we're using some ice. And I'm so happy that we have some. This really comes down to your preference about how many ice cubes you want. There's a good way to do this.
Oh.
I know, but this might not be it. Okay. I moved to the
Mark
wrong
has
thing.
magnets from every zoo.
Every zoo?
Well, every zoo that Mark has been to.
Wow. No, every zoo in the world.
Every zoo in the world.
Okay, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit.
This is much more natural for me.
Okay.
This feels a lot better.
I brought the papers in. Here we go. It's a very complicated recipe, everybody, and I hope everyone's following along. So we're going to start with...
How do you make ice? You fill this with water. This is called an ice cube tray.
Or you can do something wild and you could do like a different soda. Like this one I'm using Sprite.
Yeah, you could also
double it.
You could make your ice cubes out of Sprite. People do all sorts of fancy things with ice cubes these days. You could put the cherry in the ice cube tray and then fill it with water and then have like a frozen cherry cube.
Ooh. You could put the grenadine.
Put the grenadine in the cube.
I don't know how that would taste.
You know how they do that shark thing? You could fill the shark with grenadine and then put the shark in your drink.
You know how they do that shark thing?
And then it's the shark is broken, Shirley.
The
The shark is broken.
The shark is Shirley.
The shark is Shirley.
The shark is Shirley.
Can we call it the shark
That's what we're
is
gonna be calling
Shirley?
this. The shark is Shirley.
I gotta write that down.
And really
Someone
quick,
send that in Discord so we remember.
I'm gonna get some more light in here as we set this up.
My enemy, the ring light.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's my enemy, the ring light.
I'm so sorry.
I hate the ring light.
We just need a little bit additional lighting behind the scenes.
Okay.
There we go.
It's okay.
Okay, that looks a little bit better. I hope.
It's okay.
It's gonna be all right. Okay, we're gonna finally make this thing. So we're starting off, however you wanna do this. We're getting 1 cup of ginger ale or Sprite or some
lemon lime soda.
You could do it with Starry if you want to. I don't know how that is though. I tried Starry once and it was just a little too sticky. And as we're about to find out later with this revised Blaginda's recipe, I don't do sticky.
It's true. He does not do sticky.
All right, so we're going for a cup. Here we go, everybody.
Here we go.
We're cooking.
Make sure you measure it at an even
We're cooking
even
now.
level.
Yeah.
It's like chemistry class. You gotta,
It
you're
said a
tilting
cup,
it.
but I
You're
don't-
tilting it. That's a
Wow. Good for you, Sprite.
A mini can of Sprite is 1 cup. You'll
All
learn
right, and
something
now we're
new.
gonna add this into the drink. Oh God.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
the
fizzing.
carbonation
It's
started
fizzing
again.
more than the volcano on last year's 24-hour live
That looks
stream.
pretty solid to me. Where's that big spoon? You know, the bar spoon. Where's that? That's
The bar spoon.
That's critical. You have to have a big fancy spoon like what you would see in Tom Cruise's Cocktail. Is that what it's called?
We only have a muddler.
We only have a muddler. We have a big spoon somewhere, folks.
Next
I
is
found it.
the website.
Here it is. This is the big spoon. So make sure if you don't have a fancy spoon like this, you're not qualified to make this very advanced drink. All right, next it's doing tablespoons. And that's a tablespoon right there.
Tablespoon.
All right.
Kaylee asked what we're making. Right now we are making
The Shark is Shirley.
Also
All right.
known as a Shirley Temple.
So there we go. We got the shark blood there. That shark is Shirley going in here. So then we add that in there. You can't really see it because it's there, but there it is. And then you take this big spoon and we're gonna stir that around.
Oh yeah.
And it's looking a lot like a Shirley Temple to me.
Is that all that's in a Shirley Temple?
That is all that is in a Shirley Temple.
I never knew.
And that's gonna come up a lot. Is that all there is? Because these are fairly affordable
That's not all there
recipes.
is.
What
That's
do you
not
mean?
all there is.
What do you mean? Oh, well, no. You said, is that all there? I thought you were talking about this. There's one more important thing. The cherry on top, if you will. Or at the bottom. It's got the plastic.
Oh, not.
It's got the
Do we
plastic.
need the scissors? The scissors are actually in their spot for
Oh my
once.
gosh. If it's this unhinged and we haven't even started cooking yet, this is just like, this wasn't even on the schedule. I just wanted a Shirley Temple. All right, we're taking...
Can I tell you a story about my relationship with Shirley Temples?
Yeah, but first let me drop this cherry in. Here we go, everybody. There's the cherry. Bloop. It's in there, and now that is a proper Shirley Shark is Shirley.
It's a shark is
Shark is
surely a shark
It's
is
surely a
Shirley.
shark is Shirley.
So my relationship with Shirley Temples is that I could never have them growing up because I was allergic to red dye number 33 and sometimes red dye number 40.
Oh, the most dastardly of dyes.
And I would get hives. So I couldn't have like Hawaiian Punch and I couldn't have Shirley Temples because you never knew how they were making them red. So I didn't have a Shirley Temple really until I was like an adult when my red dye allergy got a little bit better.
Wow.
Although sometimes I still get the hives.
And not from the Shirley Temples. If I
Well,
had the soundboard.
I get hives for a lot of reasons. I'm a very hivey lady.
Wow, this is a way to start off a stream. So there it is. There's our first recipe. It is the Shirley Temple that Miss Poison Ivy can't have.
Poison ivy.
But that's the first one. So that's
Wow.
That's one of the cocktails. What are more of the mocktails that they can get in the cookbook?
You can also get, I forget what it's called. It's a Floyd Collins cocktail. That's
it's like on
an,
the rocks. It's like Floyd
Yeah,
on the rocks.
it's like an iced tea mocktail, like an old fashioned. They're all themed after shows that opened in the past year.
Except
there's
the Shark is Shirley.
Except for the Shark is Shirley. That's a special.
I'm gonna take a taste of it right
Grenadine is pomegranate.
Wow.
To those in the chat that have gotten it right.
now. Way to go, Genevieve. And I love your name. I love the name Genevieve.
Do you?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's a great name.
It is a great name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Genevieve, it's classy.
It is classy. Yeah.
Okay.
There's all sorts of good things, though. The patrons made the mocktail recipes that are in the cookbook this year, and they're all very delightful. And I just don't know what's in them and what they're called, but they're great.
Yeah. So again, this is the Wait in the Wings cooking live stream. We're cooking through, now that's what I call cooking volume 2. Because everybody loved the first one so much that we're coming back, and we're going to try to beat Kids Bop for the number of variations of this that there are. But you can get it by heading over to the Kickstarter using the link in the pinned comment. It's $5, and then
and you're
you
not
get
billed,
it right to your email.
You're also not billed until the end of the Kickstarter. So you can pledge your $5 for the cookbook now, but you have until July 11th.
It'll come out of the account on July
pulled from your
11th.
account.
And it's not like it's not your average cookbook, it's your bad cookbook, because I'm writing it. And it comes in my language, like how I talk, which as we just saw,
it comes in your language like
is
how
great.
you talk.
Yeehaw.
I don't think I edited the cookbook last year either. I think we just let it
We were just like, let it go.
be.
All right, so now we're diving into our first official recipe.
Which also I found the real recipe.
There's a real recipe.
Yeah, I pulled it up on my laptop.
Okay, there's a real recipe. My mom is on speed dial for when we make the Blagindas coming up, because this is a way that I have never made them, and it explains, like, they've still been great, but I've just, like, thought there's something missing. So I used to do it with, we'll explain it later. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Okay.
But again, if you back at $1, $5, $40, $400,
$4,000.
you'll get an easy squeezy where I push this button and then I hug you through the computer.
Wow. All right, so we didn't have the recipe when we were at the store. So you're getting the full experience right now in that we don't have scallions. But that's okay.
Oh,
that's okay.
Scallions are the worst.
You do not like chopping up scallions.
It's like chopping chives.
All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is, and I'm not gonna give you quantities on this because you get the
You have to
quantities
give
if you
quantities.
pledge. No, they get the quantities.
Angie's cooking
Oh,
along.
Angie's cooking along. Okay, all right.
Oh, we got a new backer. We got a new backer. Who was it?
Squeezy.
Who was it?
Easy
Who was
squeezy.
it? Who's getting the easy squeezy? It is.
I also just itched my nose. I feel like I have to wash my hands.
It's the hives. It's red dye number 39. It's back.
Red dye number 39.
Amanda.
That was easy.
Why'd I hold it up there? My mic's right here.
That was easy.
Easy squeezy, easy squeezy.
Easy squeezy.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. I have washed my hands. I'm going to take my wedding rings off.
We're only one away from getting a magnet tour also.
Yeah, we're so close to a magnet tour.
And this is an
All right.
interesting thing because Juliana and I usually don't cook at the same time. So and
For
we
a
usually have a lot
reason.
more room on the counter. We have 2 laptops, the camera, a ring light, the easy button, and this salt shaker from Planet Hollywood.
Oh, but don't worry, we
But
have
we
the
also have
pepper
the
too.
matching pepper shaker too, so that will be coming in handy.
All right, so for the Cowboy Caviar Couscous, we like to use pearl couscous. This is also known, I just dropped couscous on Brennan's laptop. This is, I'll do the cool influencer hand thing. This is also known as Israeli couscous sometimes. This is the couscous that's like the big balls. But you could also make it with the little ball couscous. You could make this with pasta. You could make this with gluten-free pasta. You can make this with quinoa. You can really, it's like a choose your starch adventure here.
The world is your pearl.
You could even make it with a potato, although I'm not sure I would recommend that.
Yeah, it
But
might
maybe,
actually be
but
really
maybe.
good, yeah.
All right, so then we always ask Alexa how much water to cook our couscous with.
But
because
Alexa's
we always
unplugged
forget.
because of the.
She's unplugged. I think is it 1-to-1?
Wait, we'll find our
Pearl.
savior.
Pearl
Actually, no, I'm not gonna
couscous
plug in Alexa because that's a cheat code.
ratio.
We can figure this out. Everybody take your guess about what is it? The cup to water? The water to
The water to
couscous?
couscous ratio.
What's the water to couscous ratio, everybody?
If
Sound off
someone-
in the chat.
If someone has, now that's what I call, what's it called?
Now that's what I call waiting.
If anyone has, now that's what I call cooking.
Now that's what I call waiting
One.
volume 1. It hasn't come out yet. We're still waiting on
If you
it.
have volume 1, it does have the ratio in it.
That's what I call waiting.
Okay, it's 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So,
1 cup couscous to 2 cups water.
yeah, but that's not what we need. So we need 3/4 cup of couscous. So we need 1.5 cups of water. Because we're gonna double it.
Yeah, here we go.
And we're gonna
Rose
need
says, wait, if you have chicken stock, use that instead of water. We can't.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah.
Wait, Rose. Just wait. You're about to meet our best friend, Rose. Can you get the pot out?
Which pot?
A big one.
A big
but
pot.
not a big,
Okay, so
like
that's
a,
the next
like a
step.
medium
Angie, who's
pot.
following along, get the big pot, but like not the biggest pot.
But like a medium
like a
pot.
okay,
A modestly sized
a mid pot.
A mid pot. All right, and then I'm vegetarian, so we don't use chicken stock. If you eat chicken stock, you could use that.
I eat chicken stock,
But what we use instead is this stuff called better than bouillon.
but it's French, so you have to say it properly.
Bouillon.
It's better than bouillon.
Better than bouillon.
Bouillon.
And it's really hard to open. But I opened
Oh,
it.
that's a first.
That is a first.
It's because you're on camera. The stakes are high.
Yeah, so we just take like a little spoonful of this. This is like a vegetable broth. This is the reduced sodium version, but there's all sorts of different ones. There's like a mushroom one. Anyway, so we're gonna take the 1.5 cups
Angie
of water.
says, so not the sauce pot.
Like we're using this one.
Is this the right pot?
Yeah.
Is that too big?
No, that's the couscous pot.
This is the couscous pot.
Yeah.
There it is, everybody. Get a feel for it. We love Boop. That's a scene in Boop.
We're on the TV. We're cooking on the TV.
Oh, wow.
That's
It's like
wild.
I'm Rachel Ray.
Julia Child.
Oh, we're going to put water into Do it so they can see. With the bouillon. Oh, the bouillon. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that on the stove
At what level of heat, Juliana?
at like a medium level of heat.
At a medium
Everyone
heat
in
for
this
the
recipe
medium
is pretty
pot.
medium.
Except for the flavor.
Except for the flavor, big flavor. All right.
Hadestown to Flavortown, am I right?
And then I'm going to take this spoon, and we don't use measurements for the bouillon. You go on vibes for the bouillon. And then Juliana Child, I love that. That's hilarious. All right, and then as the water heats up, I'm just gonna like kind of melt this off of the spoon.
Let me see if I can. I don't think I can pick this up.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's a nightmare back there. But let me turn on the
right.
camera tool, and then we should be able to zoom in and see what you're doing. Here we go. Okay, enjoy my cat's litter box.
And the thing that we didn't do is toast the couscous.
We
but
didn't
that's
toast
alright.
the couscous. We were so excited about pouring water in.
We forget that step a lot. All right.
Wait, I can't see the... How
Well,
much?
it's okay. I didn't do all of it yet
Okay.
because we didn't have enough in this container. So
I'm on the command
if
deck.
you're like us, we eat a lot of couscous. So you're gonna finish off your first thing of couscous. You're gonna find your second thing of couscous.
Double couscous.
Double couscous. That's why it's called couscous.
Emperor's new couscous.
So I poured in the first batch of couscous. Now I'm gonna get the second couscous, which is couscous.
Couscous.
Couscous, and then I'm going for 3/4 of a cup of couscous. And then I'm gonna put that in here with the water and the better than bouillon. So I'm over here with this, gonna pour it in, give it a little encouragement. And then I'm gonna take a spoon, mix
And
it up
stir
a
up the
little bit.
spoon-yon.
Spoonium. All right. And I am going to wait for that to boil.
Now that's what I call waiting.
No, that's what I call waiting. Isn't that what cooking
And we
is,
got another
though?
backer
We
for
got
the...
another backer.
We got another backer, which means we're gonna
Which
find
means
you.
We're gonna find you.
We're gonna find you, and you're gonna get an easy squeezy.
I just got an alert that tomorrow is the Fitzgerald conference.
Oh wow, Rex!
Rex!
That was easy.
Easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy squeezy.
Rex also
That was
unlocked the magnet tour.
Oh
Which
yeah.
we're actually at a really
We're at
good
a really
spot
good
right
point
now
for the
that we can
magnet
do
tour.
the magnet tour while that boils a little bit.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
We're gonna try this really quick. Can we move these?
Yeah, we
That
can
might
move
help.
those.
I'm sorry if this gives anyone motion sickness. Mom, if you're watching, I know you hate found footage films. Hi.
Ooh, it's so intimate.
Okay, it is. I don't even know what is happening.
It's over here.
Stuck
It's
behind
over
that
here.
guy. Okay. Here we go. It's magnet tour time,
Oh,
everybody.
wow.
Not my
All right,
Shirley.
Not your Shirley.
Okay. Juliana, would
Okay.
you like I'll do the camera.
Okay, so first we have The Lion King. Am I just like saying the shows?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean if you want to.
This is The Lion King. This is my least favorite magnet because
Oh, are we
it's,
giving a story behind each of them?
Yeah. it's like a different, it's like plastic. It's up your game. Okay, and then
Up your game.
and then this is from the Phantom of the Opera tour.
Wow.
6, Moulin Rouge. I think there's another Moulin Rouge magnet down here somewhere, maybe. Yes, this one's also Moulin Rouge.
Oh, we're putting it together. That's organization.
Then we have Les Mis. The shark is broken.
That's
shark
one
is
of my
broken.
that's one of my favorite
It's a very
magnets.
good one. It's got a little chump out of it.
I love it so much. And it goes perfectly with the Shark is Shirley Temple that you can get in the Wait in the Wings Volume 2 cookbook.
Yes. This is also Phantom Tour, maybe? This might be
That looks like Broadway.
Phantom Broadway, but like recent, before it closed.
We've got a
Chef,
lot of Phantom of the Opera rep on here.
Newsies, Grease. These are all shows that one of us or both of us have seen. If Then, I love the concept. It's like,
Oh boy.
it's
Oh,
stuck
boy.
in the fridge. But if maybe move the camera,
If
You can
we move
see
the
the
camera,
two-
then you can see it like
it switches back and forth.
it should.
Kind of.
Not really.
The idea was that
There's
it
like a
would.
person in the back.
Yeah, it's supposed to switch. I think it's stopped over time.
It's just if. This is our
Ghost.
magnet for if.
Ghost, a beautiful flop. Hamilton,
A
Kinky
beautiful
Boots.
flop, Hamilton.
Then we go down to K-pop. I didn't see that one. Brendan saw that
I
one.
love the K-pop one.
Rebecca, the
In-
musical.
That's the
Important
London one.
clarification here.
Okay, we're doing
And then we
Rebecca
have
by Rebecca.
Rebecca, Das musical.
And that's the one that was in
German.
Vienna.
Yeah. Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Chicago, How to Dance, Waitress.
Which is
very
very
fitting. Here Lies Love. Great comment. I love the ones that are this like kind of three-dimensional, like clear acrylic, but there's also something to be said about the ones that are like all the same size and shape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we have Cirque du Soleil Zarkana. I saw that at Radio City with my mom, and the people came out like into the lobby. The actors came out into the lobby, and she got a huge kick out of it, and it was very, very fun.
Mel says the K-pop one slaps, and I agree.
Yeah.
That is
It's a solid magnet.
Solid.
Phantom of the Opera. This was my second show ever. It's a very old magnet.
Yeah.
Very old.
You're
it's,
ancient.
It's from.
What,
It's
2006?
probably almost 20 years old.
Wow.
That's a long life for a magnet.
Is somebody? It's the fan. It felt like somebody was. It felt like a cat was stuck in my apron.
Okay, we got to speed up.
Okay.
Anthony Rapp Without You. Saw that with my mom for Mother's Day. Both of us went. It's
Oops.
not a happy show. Tony Awards. Gutenberg. Little Shop of Horrors. Off Broadway. Current run. Fun Home. Anastasia. Motown. Saw that one in Philly. Shrek. Mamma Mia. Peter Pan Goes Wrong. Then we have a
that's
2023
good.
Broadway com where we got engaged. Grey House.
That one
Shout
was
out to
produced by Matt Pat.
Hairspray, my first show. Floyd Collins, Back to the Future, Finding Neverland.
This is my
the
favorite.
best magnet,
It's
Big Elvis.
If
Las
my grandpa's
Vegas.
watching, he took us there, and we were like, "What if they have a magnet for this show?" And they did, and it's a prized possession.
It's beautiful.
We love
Everyone
Big
cheered when he
Elvis.
stood up.
Yeah.
Aladdin and
And
Juliet.
Juliet.
Broadway Bears Pleasure Park 2023. Wicked. Dirty Dancing Tour. Come From Away, New York. West Side Story, the version that had the Lynn lyrics in it. Bad Cinderella. Great Gatsby. Fiddler. Billy Elliot. That was notoriously at the Imperial Theater. Diana the Musical. Kimberly Akimbo. Wizard of Oz. Philly. Limpika. Sleep No More. Matilda. Dear Evan Hansen. Strange Loop. The day we saw that, it was a staged reading.
With Michael R. Jackson.
With Michael R.
as
Jackson.
Usher.
Curious Incident. Band's Visit. Hadestown. Rent. 20th Anniversary Tour. Stranger Sings. Beetlejuice. Jonathan
Oh my God.
Larson.
Okay, I have to go down now. Okay.
Boop. We could go
We
see
could go
Boop.
see Boop. We've got 2 Boops.
Annie. Sunset Boulevard. Pretty Woman with toes. Real
With
Women Have
toes.
Curves. Tammy Faye.
Otherwise known as Adam Pascal, but you called him
I
toes.
couldn't think of his
Quick,
name.
the couscous
Oh
is
my
burning.
God, the couscous.
We've got Parade, Almost Famous, and Cleo, our cat, likes to stand here, so we put this picture from the Met that's called Favorite Cat right there, so she stands next to it sometime.
Okay. You're gonna, once your couscous starts to boil, you're gonna do a magnet tour in between.
This is like Sunset Boulevard.
I'm sure you have magnets on your fridge. You're gonna take a lid, turn it down to low. Things are low now. Things are calm. You've just done a magnet tour. You're gonna put the lid on. You're gonna let that simmer for about 10 minutes. And while that simmers, you're gonna chop up your veggies.
This is awesome.
Where are the cutting boards?
In the drawer by the oven.
All right. We've got a good bit of cutting to do, so I don't know if we all want to cut, all 2 of us, or if
All 2 of
or
us?
if I'm just gonna do some chopping and you can do some chatting.
I kind of like doing this.
Chopping and chatting.
Sunset Boulevard, something that's a boulevard. Not a lane, not a street, it's a boulevard.
Okay. So.
We got another, it looks like we got another backer.
I was like, woo.
Do we have goals set for 310? What was our goal?
Find you.
Alexander, we're gonna
Thank
find
you,
you.
Alexander.
We're gonna find you and
That was easy.
easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy squeezy.
That was easy.
This is the best investment. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna work with our veggies for our caviar. So we're gonna get a bell pepper. You can choose your color of bell pepper. This is a very flexible recipe. We went with orange.
We
I
went with
like
orange.
I like orange.
Interesting. Why did you choose orange?
Yeah. So the different bell peppers, someone in the chat might know more about this than me, but the different bell peppers are like different flavors based on how ripe they are, question mark. And I just like the orange ones. I think they have the best flavor.
I like being orange too. I hope nothing horrible happens to me in a couple of seconds.
We're gonna wash this. And we're also going to get our cherry tomatoes out. And we're gonna wash them.
Excuse me. All
And
right.
if we had chives or scallions, we would get those out right now, but we just have the idea of chives and scallions today.
If you have chives or scallions available, lucky you. All right, so we've got our tomato. These aren't the tomatoes we just got, are they?
No, they are not.
That could have been awful. Make sure that you use the ones you just bought.
You can cut your bell pepper however you want. I kind of tend to change my approach every time. This time I cut the top off first, and now I'm gonna cut the sides off.
Oh no! Ouch! This is ouch!
Oh, there's like it's growing a little friend on the inside.
It's what?
It's growing a friend.
Like another pepper.
Yeah.
That's not something you want to hear. Is it's growing a little friend inside.
Look, it looks like Audrey too.
Tough titty. All right, so now we have the good tomatoes.
Yes.
Correct.
And I
Okay.
am going to dice the rest of this pepper. This is like a really small pepper for some reason.
But we need to figure out what we're doing at 310.
I don't know.
What are we doing as a reward for 310? I didn't think that
What
far.
if Lenny comes and cooks?
Lenny will come and cook at 310. He will, yeah. I don't know what he's going to make or what he's going to help with, but it's definitely going to be an experience. So at 310, Lenny will come out.
310 backers. We are four backers away from that.
That's amazing.
As a reminder, you can back starting at $1. So if 4 people back $1, that's a very fast and easy way to get there.
And then that gets you updates throughout the year. I treat that kind of like my little, it's like a
It's
rehearsal.
like a journal.
It's like, yeah, it's a little journal where I keep track of everything that's going on. I keep you up to date. We really went all in on chess for it. So there was this, like, that was a really
for
hard
last year.
Yeah, that was a really hard script to write. And so everybody who followed and supported last year's Kickstarter got all those updates of me saying, all right, I'm locking myself away in a hotel room, a cheap hotel room in Saratoga, and I'm not coming out until I have 12 pages written.
And then I abandoned him there.
And then I was left there, no car, nothing. But lo and behold, it did happen.
Yeah.
So,
Someone let us know when it's been 10 minutes so we can check on the couscous.
William says, at what backer number do you share the alternate pics of the cookbook cover? Ooh, now the producers have seen the explicit take of the cookbook cover. 320 backers. I will show you.
320? That's
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah, 300, because I don't think we'll hit it. 320, you get the explicit cover of the cookbook. What? It was a good shot. Mark loves it. Mark in the chat loves it. Let's see what else we have. Kate says we should put Ghost on the endangered list. We absolutely should. Fun fact, it was either produced or co-produced by David Garfinkel,
Who's David Garfinkel?
Garfinkel was one of the original producers on Turn Off the Dark. So that's one that I would definitely add to the list. How's that?
Turned off the dark.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you later.
I'm still dicing up this pepper.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, you could dice up the tomatoes, but you said you liked doing the camera.
How's the couscous looking? It's cousing.
It's cousing.
It's cousing in there. All right, here we go.
Do we get to eat this?
Yeah, we get to eat this.
Thank God, I'm hungry.
This isn't like your average cooking show. We're eating what we're making. Oh, look, it's growing a little friend. It's not.
Okay.
Okay, so this, I'm just cutting
They
them
just
in.
go in half. Bloop.
They just go right in half.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go, everybody. Pray for me. I don't have the best health insurance. Okay. There we go.
Sometimes I do these in quarters, but they're pretty small today, so just halves is good.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun. Does anyone
So-
have any questions?
Well, I had a question for you, Juliana.
You have a question for
Yeah.
me?
Did you know that there's going to be a chess revival?
There's going to be a chess revival?
There's going to be a chess revival.
Who's going to be in it?
I don't know yet. I don't think it's happening, but people are saying I've heard around town.
You've heard around
Yeah,
town?
I've heard around town. Between that and, you know what revival I really want is Hurly Burly.
Oh, Hurly Burly revival.
Anybody in the chat? Hurly Burly, let's go. Kate says, always comes back to Spider-Man. It always does. Mark says, we want kissing fishes. You can't spoil what the explicit shot is.
I feel like kissing fishes is not a spoiler. I think kissing fishes is
An understatement.
an understatement. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna do a cup of the tomatoes. If you really like tomatoes, you can. How do you don't cut them one at a time?
What do you mean we don't cut
William
them one at a
says
time?
cutting tomatoes one at a time is wild to me.
How do you cut them?
Do you line them up?
I don't trust myself in the kitchen. I can finally share this story right now.
Oh, that feels like it's dangerous.
I don't trust myself.
And it feels like
take
it
it
takes
slow, take it one at a
longer.
time. So
They run away.
My first ever cooking experience. It was in 4th grade, and my mom was sick with the flu. She was homesick, and she said, "Brendan, can you help me make some soup? Can you put some soup in a pot and put it on the stove?" And I said, "Yes, mother, dearest, I can indeed do that." So I went into the kitchen and I said, "What's a pot?" So I had thought about, like, any time that I had seen soup, it was always in the fridge in like a plastic container. So I thought that must be what a pot is. So I took this plastic Tupperware, I put it on the stove, and
This
I
is
poured
not
in
ending well.
I poured in the vegetable soup, and I turned the stove up, and I went back into the living room, and I just waited, and my mom said, "Thank you so much," and I said, "It's no problem, like whatever." So I'm sitting there on the couch, we're both sitting there on the couch, and then my dad walks in, and he just goes, "What the hell?" And we go into the kitchen, and surprise, plastic Tupperware on a stove actually
Not good.
melts.
Not good.
So it was like the Tupperware was like completely melted into the stove. The soup was all over the side. And then Mom like never really let me into the kitchen again because of that little mishap.
I'm really glad that picking
But
up
look,
the pot
I figured out
went
what
better
I
this
figured out what a
time.
pot is today. So
Okay, so you're gonna. I just
speaking of
checked.
pot, Lenny gets here at 310 backers.
310
so-
backers. I just checked on the couscous. It's still coosin', which means cooking. We did about a cup of tomatoes. They're next to the orange bell pepper. And if you really like tomatoes, you can do more tomatoes, you can do less tomatoes. This is one of those like throw it all together recipes, so it's very flexible. Also, Mel said, "I'm so tempted to back right now, but I was going to try for Pick-a-Bill." You can always upgrade your pledge later. So you can pledge now either at the $5 or you can pledge now for a playbill. And we're doing mystery playbill a little bit different this year, Pick-a-Bill a little bit different this year. That we're doing Pick-a-Bill Fridays. If you want to tune in next Friday, you can add a special add-on to your mystery playbill tier. And then you'll have...
So that way everybody
Yeah.
gets the option to pick a
you
bill.
can still
so then you
pick
don't
a
have to
bill
wait.
even if you pledge at the playbill level now.
That's what we did. That's on Fridays. So somebody backed.
Somebody backed.
Somebody backed.
Maybe it
And
was
Sean
Mel.
said, "Thank God I got in time for soup drama," and then said, "What a wide fridge."
It's the angle. It's
It's
actually a pretty small fridge.
Yeah. it's not even deep.
Oh my
either.
gosh, was this your dad?
Corby, is that my dad? Did he hear the soup story
I
about
think this
what the
might have
hell?
been your dad.
My dad backed. Because
That's
of the.
so funny.
That means I'm finally forgiven for Soupgate.
That was
That
easy.
was easy.
Easy squeezy, easy squeezy. Sorry about the stove.
That's incredible. That puts us at 307. Three more
Wow.
backers until Lenny makes an appearance.
Lenny's getting ready.
Lenny's prepping. What's that, Lenny? What's that, Lenny?
Now that's what I call waiting in the wings.
Waiting in the wings. Sean says measuring tape now. If someone pledges,
somebody-
we'll measure the fridge.
Yeah, if somebody backs, we will measure the fridge. 308, we measure this fridge.
Okay. Couscous is still going. We're gonna get a big bowl. It's not a cheese board. You can eat it. We're gonna get a big bowl. We're gonna get a big bowl.
I was eating peppers. What is your preferred pepper, everybody?
Mel said that. Ooh, that's a good pepper.
It's a really solid pepper.
Mel said that orange and yellow peppers are supreme. I agree with that.
I disagree with that.
I think green is my least favorite pepper, but I do think it's a very versatile pepper.
Yeah, I think I was raised with green pepper, so it's all I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these.
Okay, wait. We gotta get the Sunset Boulevard camera for this one.
Sunset
Head over this way. Here we go. Cinematography, everybody. Hold on tight.
Here we go.
There it goes. In there.
Wow.
All right.
Is this? Oh, the tortellini soup is still in the big bowl.
The tortellini soup? When was the last time we had tortellini soup?
You don't want to know. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to know.
The big bowl? Oh, the big bowl. That's tortellini soup? I didn't know what that was.
It is, unfortunately.
Welcome to getting a peek inside the
tortellini
Wait in the
soup.
Wings kitchen. Only the cleanliest of the cleanliest. That's a
Okay.
saying. Would we at 309 backers you get to see this tortellini soup.
Oh, so 308.
So no one's gonna back.
308, you get
We're gonna measure the
the fridge measurements. 309, you get to see the tortellini soup. 310, Lenny comes to visit.
Yeah. And 320, you get to see me violating a fish.
I don't want to see it. All right, so we're going to take this, and then we're going to take a can of black beans and a can of corn, and we're going to open those up.
Here we go again. Mamma mia.
Here we go again. Okay, and then I'm going to drain this.
It looks like our tortellini soup. Oh, we got another backer. Time to measure that fridge.
Measure that fridge.
That's tortellini soup? 320 equals explicit fish pics.
Okay.
What a nightmare.
I'm gonna take the beans. Gonna dump the beans in here. This is clean. It just had the couscous in it earlier. I'm gonna give the beans a little rinsey.
A little rinsey.
A little rinsey. And then I'm gonna drain the water out. There is probably a much better way to do this, but this is how I always do it.
This isn't your normal cooking show.
Okay, and then I'm gonna dump the beans in there.
There they go.
There they go.
I'm trying to find Melissa bags for the cookbook.
Now,
You know what that means? We're gonna measure this fridge, but then also
Chipmunk Smoochies.
Chipmunk Smoochies, R.I.P. At the 24-hour stream next week, we will have the Chipmunk Smoochies back. But for now,
That was easy.
easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy
Easy
squeezy.
squeezy. Do you know where the can opener is?
I do know where the can opener is. There it is. So next we're grabbing a can opener.
And we're gonna
And
open
I'm grabbing
this.
a measuring tape.
Oh, I don't want to open the can. I'm really bad at opening cans.
I'm opening a can and Juliana's grabbing the measuring tape. Have fun trying to find that. All right, and this is, okay, this is embarrassing. Oh my God, it's an industrial can. I blame the can and not my weakness. That's awful. It's like, oh God, it's going all over. Oh man, it's booping. This thing's booping all over. Okay. I'm sure people are saying, Brendan, what are you doing? That's not how you use a can opener. And I say, well, I once put Tupperware on the stove, so count this as a miracle that it's going as well as it is. Okay, and then I'm draining this?
Yep.
I'm draining this, okay. All right. Oh, God. Okay, well, it's draining all over. It's booping. Here we go. Okay. Do it like I'm in Vegas. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna wash off the horribly long spoon that we used before. Okay, we have the measuring tape. So everyone take your guess at how big our fridge is. Sound off in the comments. Winner gets their own easy squeezy, whoever's closest.
Okay. 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 I have the measurement.
For how wide it is.
I have the width.
Okay, and now I'm gonna use this spoon so I don't cut myself.
Just joining the stream. Can you hear the clock in the kitchen?
Yeah,
you
you can hear the
the clock in the kitchen.
You can hear the clock
2 to
down
3
the
feet
street.
wide, 5.5 feet tall, Sean
That's
says.
wild. 2 to 3 feet wide. Huh.
Anyone else want to guess on the fridge before we announce? In the meantime, I'm going to dump the corn into the mystery bowl.
The mystery bowl.
The mystery bowl.
Wow. It's a mystery box. Okay, William guesses 6 by 4 by 4.
6 by 4. Oh, 6 tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also got another backer.
Oh, wow. That means, what does that mean?
Oh,
That's the tortellini.
that's the tortellini, Mandy. You don't know what you just unlocked, but
Mandy.
hey,
That was easy.
easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy squeezy.
This is a trick.
And now
that I
you get
should
to
show this
see
off.
our tortellini that I
but
don't.
before we show
But
that,
before we show
this
that,
is
let's
really
look at what's
beautiful.
actually good. Here we go.
So this is your mixture that you're working on. You have your diced bell pepper buddy. You have your tomatoes.
Diced bell pepper, buddy.
You have your black beans. You have your corn, and you're just mixing it up. You're mixing it up.
Okay, Mark says 3 feet. Do we have the
Mixing
final
it up.
measurement for?
It is 28 inches, which is 2.5 feet.
Wow. So does that count as a wide fridge? Sound off in the comments. Because it's like, that's the outside though. We don't know what the inside is. The inside feels very cramped.
Well, I think the issue is that we have that tortellini.
We have the
in there.
tortellini. Get ready everybody for the
This is
tortellini
repulsive.
reveal.
This is
You don't have to touch it. I'll touch it.
no.
Do we have gloves?
I can do it.
I don't know when this tortellini was in there. I don't know the last time we had tortellini. Sean is, yeah.
I don't think we can open it. We just have to show him.
Ah, no! What are we doing? Why is that been
You
in
said
there?
you would touch it.
Ah, that's repulsive.
I almost emptied it out the other day, and you said not today. You pulled an Andrew Lloyd Webber, and you said not
I
today.
didn't know you were talking about this. I thought you were talking about what's ever in the Le Creuset in there. What's in the Le Creuset? What is this?
Today.
Oh, come on. Oh,
don't know what's in
man.
the Le Creuset.
Who's running this place? Who's these? Oh, no.
I don't even know what that
All right,
is.
315. We open it up.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Okay, one more backer, and Lenny comes to visit.
Lenny's-
The couscous is probably done.
Everything looks great except the tortellini, but if you want the recipe for our marinated tortellini, that's awful. I don't know when we had tortellini last.
I'm gonna.
It was like
I don't
months.
even.
It's been months.
311 backers. I'll tell you when the tortellini's from.
I'm gonna back so I can figure this out.
Okay, the couscous still isn't done. Also, we might double the amount of couscous for the cookbook. It's never enough couscous.
We're just moving on past the tortellini, everybody. It's fine.
It's never enough couscous, so we might
I wanna know what's in the
have
Le
to
Creuset.
double that up. Okay.
Elmer says that's definitely something. Echoic Vista says, "Oh God, I agree." It's been under the radar since I've been editing the chess documentaries, so because I have not opened the fridge.
Longer than that.
It was longer than what was it before I went to Saratoga to write? That's awful. Which do you think took longer, producing a full-length documentary on the history of Chess the Musical that's 2 hours long, or throwing away tortellini in the fridge? Place your bets. Oh my God. 41 people have now seen our horrible fridge. But let's look
Okay.
at this pretty thing.
This
Like,
is
that's
gorgeous.
actually very
this is
nice.
stunning. And this is a recipe that we always finish.
Yeah.
We don't leave this in the fridge like the tortellini.
I just don't do soup leftovers.
Yeah, you
This is
don't
what we're
do some
learning.
Leftovers.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to add the couscous to this, but the couscous isn't ready to be added. We can't access the second half of this recipe, which is making things a little bit
We can't
annoying.
access the second half of this recipe?
Oh, I got it. Oh, I didn't get it. Can you log into this?
Let me just go find it on...
Okay, great. I'll chat with them.
We're gonna vamp.
Why are my allergies always bad when we're live streaming?
Well, I think that's just an allergic reaction to the tortellini that
the
has radiation in
tortellini?
it.
Oh boy, do you want to see the pepper again? Here it is. Does anyone want to name the pepper? We could name the pepper. We actually can't name the pepper. Then I'm going to be sad to throw it away. I'm going to throw it away before you name it because I'll get sad. Okay. It's in the trash. Tortellinis, or not tortellini. The couscous is just about done, but we're going to double that. We'll include the doubled measurement in the actual cookbook. I'm going to take this couscous and I'm going to dump it in here. I'm so far away from you guys. Couscous is like a, it's like a cross between rice and pasta. I think technically it is a pasta. They're like little tiny pasta balls. If you don't have couscous where you live, we do have other options. You could use like orzo, which is a small pasta. You could use, yeah, that's great.
You couldn't get that whole recipe? It's 2 steps. She said I didn't have access to the full. It's 2 steps. You've done it.
We need to do step 1. We didn't do step 1.
Okay. I have to make a dressing. Okay. Yeah. We're making a dressing, everybody.
Oh, actually, we don't need to double the couscous. This does seem to be plenty of couscous, so here we go with
I'm
this.
so scared of that tortellini. Okay, what do we got? We got to get olive oil, lime juice, cilantro, no hot sauce.
No hot
You can
sauce.
do hot sauce if you want to.
That's a personal preference.
Cumin and salt. Okay.
I think we usually use paprika instead.
Okay, I can find that easy. Paprika.
All
We
right.
have the Planet Hollywood salt. Only the finest. If you cannot get your hands on some Planet Hollywood salt, it's okay.
Regular
salt will do.
And I'm gonna give this a little taste. It's your first taste test of the live stream. Should we turn the beans on?
Turn the beans on.
Yeah, should we turn the beans on
What
for
are
the taste test?
beans? Oh, yeah. We can.
We're turning on the beans. If you were here for some of the other streams, you might know what that means. We're turning the beans on.
Turning the beans on, everybody. It's bean time.
It's bean time.
I just accidentally bumped the cat with the door, but it's okay. All right, if you
Build
switch me
campaign.
spots,
Yep.
I'm gonna move this away from the tortellini. That's awful. Okay, and now I'm gonna. Hi everybody, I'm taking over and I'm cooking up some sauce. This is a very advanced recipe. Okay, here we go. So in a small bowl, I'm going to be whisking together. Let's find. We got 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/3 cup of lime juice, 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro, and 1/2 tablespoon of cumin and 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. Excuse me, I need to.
Don't forget to turn your burner off, everyone.
Should we pull out the fire extinguisher now? Okay, TSP, that's a tablespoon. So there we go, there's a tablespoon. And then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna search in here for the 1/2 tablespoon. Or 1/2 teaspoon, I should say.
All right, we have turned on the Bumby beans as an add-on. So if you would like to see a picture of either of us taste testing anything we're making tonight, you can get an add-on. We'll take a Polaroid of us tasting the food or us doing a certain step of the recipe. So
You have to do
the Bumby
mystery
bean
playbill or
add-on
above
at
to get the
mystery
add-on.
playbill or above. I just had a F. Scott Fitzgerald jump scare.
Explain that.
We are presenting at the Fitzgerald Conference this week. We're opening it up with our documentary on the vegetable, which is live on the Wait in the Wings YouTube channel. And we're going to chat about how the vegetable, F. Scott Fitzgerald flop play, led to The Great Gatsby.
So it's a super niche topic, but it's a very interesting topic. Mm-hmm. And it's fascinating because I watched through it last night, a little bit of it, because I was editing out the Squarespace redacted ad. And it's just been amazing to see the growth of the channel in just a year. Because it's like I looked at it and it's just night and day of just how far we've come in terms of storytelling, production quality, all of it. And that's something that we couldn't have done without you and this Kickstarter. Like, It was a big risk to cut back to doing only 3 documentaries in a year because that's what we funded. But man, I'm just so pleased with how it's done. I feel great just morally and like ethically that we took the time to tell these stories.
We were also looking at some of the stats on the YouTube channel, and we've had basically the same impact, having done 3 big projects versus
We did like 18 videos last
little
year,
projects.
and it's just, these are big stories, and they deserve that time, and through this Kickstarter, you buy us that gift of time, not only to make them, but also to make them longer, which it just is night and day to actually have the time to look at the origin, get you introduced to everybody, and help you form like more of a connection. I hope I'm doing this right.
You are. You can also use. Well, yeah.
It's
go
okay.
for it. It's
This
fine.
work.
We
I
have
like
enough?
I like feeling like a
Do we have enough
scientist.
olive oil?
I think so.
Great.
One third cup, right?
Good. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That goes in there.
Okay.
So here we go. You've now created a replica of what the tortellini looks like.
The tortellini looks worse than that. The tortellini is like that, but with curds.
We need 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro.
Oh no! Chopped
We
fresh
didn't
cilantro.
chop the fresh cilantro. I hate chopping cilantro.
I'll chop the cilantro. It's not as bad as chopping chives. Shout out to the cilantro store for not putting a
The
rubber band on
cilantro
this.
store?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
The cilantro store.
I didn't want to say where we got it.
The cilantro store.
The cilantro store.
All right, as a reminder, we are 1 backer away from Lenny coming in and absolutely messing up what is a rather, easy going. Like we're going pretty well.
Team.
Yeah.
This recipe also is usually
Once Lenny
a very.
comes in, he does a sabotage. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's gonna do something. So 310 backers. It can be $1. It can be $5. It can be $400. Whatever number. Lenny the Giraffe comes in, and if you're new here and you haven't met Lenny, everybody in the chat,
He's an agent of chaos.
just everyone in the chat, talk about Lenny and let people know what they need to know. Lauren, I don't think is here,
I don't
but
think
Lauren
so.
has a lot of lore on Lenny, and now everyone in the chat, just please. There's no way for me to describe who Lenny is. As soon as Lenny comes
is
in,
one of a kind.
yeah,
How much cilantro do we need?
we need 3 tablespoons. Yeah, I didn't pull out the tablespoon. Okay, there it is. So that's a tablespoon, everybody.
Will says agent of chaos is correct.
Oh, Lenny.
Oh, don't forget to put the plastic on the hot burner. I forgot.
Oh,
Forgot
it's
to
not
do
too.
it.
Do we have plastic? We do.
We don't have too much plastic. We use mostly glass.
William says Lenny might reenact the fish picks. Lenny was the one who wanted the fish picks
Lenny
in the first
could reenact
place.
the fish picks.
Lenny, yeah. Once we have to get Lenny here first, then we'll ask him if he'll reenact it. But I would be fairly confident that he will. Okay.
I
here we
washed
go.
the cilantro and now it's sticking to my fingers. That's
Sticking?
not chopped. That's not chopped.
It's not chopped.
It's not chopped.
It's sticky. It's gonna be a long night.
Also, I just want to say that this recipe is usually one of our quick and easy go-tos. This is something that we make when we're busy. This is a recipe that works really well for us when we're in like script editing phase, which means that we're both busy.
It's really good for lunches,
It's
which that's the
great
one thing
for
they don't tell you about growing
lunches.
up. Is it's like dinner, you can figure it out, but what do you do about lunch? I've never really been able to crack what you do for
Also, what
lunch.
does everyone here do for lunch?
Yeah, give me some ideas.
Mark says that Lenny is his ex-lover, which is new lore. I did not know.
What do you
that.
mean X? Lenny, you can't come out yet. 310. We're only $1 away from unlocking Lenny. Someone just has to chip in, a new backer, chip in $1, and then you get to meet Lenny, the horribly, horribly wild giraffe. But let's see. See, William skips lunch. That's usually usually it's like
William, does your school offer lunch?
Oh, God, school lunch. What was your favorite school lunch item?
Cheese pizza sticks.
Cheese pizza sticks. Mine was always the
also-
mac and cheese.
I
I really
also
loved the mac and cheese and the rolls.
Really liked French toast sticks.
Angie does sandwich or like a salad. See, that's like we always
Yeah.
have those salad kits that just always go bad.
Yeah.
It's like we should be using them. I usually like do
Tablespoon.
an unhealthy thing, and I do like a frozen Tostino's pizza.
I've been doing sweet potatoes a bit.
Wait. Here we go. Adding in the cilantro.
One.
That's 1 tablespoon. See, Angie does frozen pizza too. That's what I do.
2.
I love frozen pizza at lunch, and then I'll watch an episode of Las Vegas on Peacock.
Private school, so no. Do private schools not have school lunches? Does everyone
Spencer
bring their own
works at
lunch?
Universal Orlando, home to some Back to the Future stuff. Yeah, it is. Where there's a rotating lunch special at the employees' canteen. But today I had a chicken caprese salad and a side salad. Universal pulling out all the
Wow.
stops. Send me that recipe. But as a reminder, if you're just joining us, we are going through some of the recipes that you can find in Volume 2 of Now That's What I Call Cooking. It's the Weight in the Wings cookbook that's only available during Kickstarter time. If you back at $5 or above, every tier gets the cookbook at $5 or above.
This is a large whisk. I think you can use a fork. to
Okay,
whisk.
and now I need to add in half a tablespoon. We're using paprika. You can use cumin, whatever you want. All right, here we go. All right.
Angie says sometimes I get up late, so I'm making an omelet at noon.
See, that's what I
Yeah,
do
Brendan
sometimes
does that a
too.
lot.
I always start the day off with some bacon, and then I'll mix it up. It'll either be like a breakfast sandwich or the very healthy Pillsbury like strudels.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked from Trader Joe's. They had those Belgian waffle. Were they Belgian waffles or were they like
They were Belgian.
the Belgian
yeah.
waffles? They were really good, like low ingredient list, so it actually
here.
was pretty healthy. It was great. All right, here we go.
We're
going-
Sunset Boulevard.
Get to see this is the sauce that's
This is
going
the
on
sauce.
in there. Okay. So you want to make sure you get all of this dry stuff on the side. That's not an actual tip. That's just something that I feel where I don't like stuff on the side of it. It's like when I'm making cookies. Okay. Does that look
Okay.
good to you? Okay.
Ooh,
there we
Team
go.
Member Canteen at Universal also has an omelet station.
I want an
and
omelet
things
station.
like dulce de leche French toast in the morning. I want to work at
Spencer,
Universal.
man, that's wild.
Spencer, I went to college with someone that works at Universal, but you probably don't know them.
What if it is Spencer?
No, it's not.
Ah.
Well, unless they're... Liz, is that you? I get a cold brew coffee and a croissant every day from the same coffee spot by school. Oh,
One of
that
the guys
sounds
give me
good.
coffees for free.
I
Wow.
think you might be flirting with me.
I
you
wonder-
know, if it's free coffee,
Where
it's
are
free
you?
coffee.
I don't know. You can't dox yourself. I'm just wondering if it's one of the places that we frequented. Ben's Balls.
I don't think so because
Ben's
it's...
Balls, best bagel.
I don't think the school is by
Ah,
where
well,
we used
Ben's
to live.
Balls. Okay, wait.
Oh,
Sunset.
Oh,
Sunset.
did you add the lime
Boulevard.
juice to this?
No. Wait. Yeah, I did. I did add the lime juice because then it made it look like the tortellini. I did. I did.
Did you
I-
put salt in it?
the what? No, I did not.
We'll do
But-
salt to taste in the bowl.
But
when
we'll
we're
do
done.
salt to taste in the bowl.
Okay, so we dumped that in there.
Okay.
That also felt a little
Get ready.
unnecessary.
Can you hear the clock? That means it's 9 minutes behind now. That clock is not staying
It adds
wound.
3 minutes every day.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so now I'm just stirring this up into our couscous mixture. Our sink's making a sound because it's working around the tortellini. And
A reminder, 310 backers. Lenny the Giraffe comes in. 300 and what was it, 11 backers. We open the
Go
tortellini.
through the horror of the tortellini.
Oh, God. It's like everyone stopped backing because no one wants to see. Okay, how about this? 311, we don't open the tortellini. The game is
yeah,
on.
if we don't get
to 311 by 8:15, we're opening the tortellini.
Oh God.
And I'm putting this camera right in it.
Okay. Do you want to try this?
Yeah. Did we get any? We haven't gotten any beans
No one's
yet.
gotten any beans yet.
We're also offering Polaroids that for $40 and above you can do an add-on, and you'll get. We did it last night with cobbler. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Does it need salt?
I mean it could, but it's fine without it. That's like the best one that I've had.
Yeah, that's really good today.
Did we have the cilantro last time?
I don't think so.
The cilantro really adds something to it.
The cilantro
That's
does
fantastic.
add something to it.
And
If
if
you
you
don't like
look,
cilantro, that's okay
Like
too.
it's simple ingredients, but man, that made a lot of it. So that's your
That's
lunches
lunch
for
for
the
a
week.
week.
And something else you can do is you can add tortilla chips. Like you can scoop
You
it up
can
with
use it as a
tortilla
little
chips.
dip.
But it's really filling,
It
really
can be
hearty,
a side dish, a lunch.
very clean.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're doing here. It's like just because it looks like a meme of Wait in the Wings as a cookbook, we like to eat good things. So you can add some new recipes, spice up your recipes, and then also it's like our friendship develops a little bit more because it's like we can talk about some of the recipes. It's like a lot of people liked the chili last year, and that
Yeah.
means a lot because that's another one that I really grew up with is the chili. So
Okay.
it's a great way to support the channel. It's a nice little digital perk. It goes right to your
$5 and you've got
email
recipes for
when
the whole
the
year.
campaign's over. Yeah,
You
$5
can-
and you get recipes for a year. That's
You can
very
also
true.
you can pledge $5 for that cookbook, and then you can have your own cooking night with your friends or
Mm-hmm.
with your partner or your family. You
William
can
says,
use it
and
to
that's in the
bond with
cookbook. I could be
people.
making that because I backed the Kickstarter. Yes, William. And Angie, I don't know if you're still cooking along, but let us know how it turned out for you.
And you can also you can eat this hot. The couscous is warm right now, so it's nice and warm. But I also really like to eat this cold. Just scoop it right out of the fridge. Sometimes we put some Monterey Jack cheese like in and on it. It's very tasty.
Okay.
Do you have a lid?
Do I have a lid? It's on the tortellini, which we're getting really close. 8:15. We got to get to 311, or we're opening the tortellini. Oh man. Oh man. Also, Spencer backed at number 17. Wow.
Oh, Spencer, MVP. All right. Lid done.
There we
Check.
go. All right.
Second recipe is done. So now you have your drink, you have your the Sharkish Shirley, you have your appetizer. If you're making this in real time, it's gonna go a lot faster than this. That's usually a nice, quick recipe. But
and if
now
it took
we're-
that long to do the caviar, I'm so scared of these blagindas.
Yeah, now we're gonna dive into the blagindas.
Oh my god. Okay. But 13, we're 2 minutes away. We got to get 2 more backers at $1 or above,
God.
or we're opening the tortellini, and I don't want to do
I
that.
don't want to open the tortellini.
You don't want to see it.
Please
I don't want to
don't
see
make
it.
me open
We got
the
2 minutes. The cats
tortellini.
don't want to see it. We
It's
don't know
gonna
what's
smell
gonna happen
so
if we open that. I don't
bad.
know where the tortellini is gonna go.
It's gonna smell
Is the
so
problem.
bad.
It's gonna be really bad.
Don't make us open the tortellini. If you're an existing backer, if you add $5, we won't open the tortellini.
If you add $5. Mom said she's gonna be in bed by the time we get to the blagindas. Mom's watching. Okay, so this is a recipe from my mom, and
We're getting
she,
live support.
She sent how to make this because it doesn't get more homegrown than this, but I've messed up because I always used just the ready-made like Pillsbury biscuits, and they never like cooked the right way. And it turns out I was doing it wrong because what we actually need to be doing is pizza crust. So we've got Pillsbury pizza crust, but you can do it with any type of pizza crust like that. You can probably buy the pre-made stuff. If you want to get like bowls ready, I think we're gonna have to open the tortellini because we might need that bowl.
No.
See, Mark wants to see it. I'm not opening this tortellini until we get to 310 then, Mark. Or until someone ups their pledge by $5.
$3.10, we're a $5
$3.10
upgrade
or
to move
$5,
on.
yeah.
If not, we're stuck here.
Mom, if you want to
Brendan's
see us
mom
make
has
the
to wait.
blagindas, Dad has to add $5 onto the pledge. I am so afraid of this blaginda.
You're afraid of the Blagenda?
No, not the tortellini, but my head. I'm also scared of the Blagindas too, like just making them because I'm gonna have to get sticky. All right, and this is called doing dishes as you go. Juliana's gonna look at the chat really quick and see
I'm
what's
gonna look
going
at the
on over
chat.
there.
Mark wants to see it.
Oh God.
That's what's going on.
Oh God, I'm not ready for
We
this.
can't move on. We can't move on
Can't
until we
move
have
on
some
until we
support.
get one new backer.
So either one new backer at any amount or an upgrade of $5, and we'll move on to the Blagindas.
And you'll get an easy squeezy.
You'll get an easy
You'll
squeezy.
get an easy squeezy.
If you are a new backer and you do $5 or more, you get that awesome cowboy caviar that we just made, plus a bunch of other recipes. You're getting like 6 mocktail recipes this year, so
6
it's
mocktail
already
recipes
a
and
better
then 5
value.
other like homemade recipes
yeah,
too.
already
so-
a better value than last year, because last year it was 5 recipes,
Yeah, and that
you're
was
getting
it.
6 just for mocktails
Yeah.
this year.
So again,
Show us the
we're-
soup. Someone's got to do something
the
if
soup.
you want to
Someone's
see the
gotta-
soup.
Someone's gotta add a $1. We gotta get one new backer, and then you can see this tortellini
Yeah.
that we kept it in there specifically for you, because we knew
Yeah.
8 months ago that there was gonna be a stream, and we're like, if we let this stew long
Marinate.
enough,
It's been marinating.
it's been
for
marinating,
you.
just waiting for Mark. See,
Waiting for Mark.
it's like we
and
also
Mel
get
and
Spencer.
Spencer.
Oh, somebody upped.
Oh, I don't.
That means we're about to
I don't
open up the
wanna.
secret crypt of tortellini soup. Mark is upped.
Mark has upped.
That's awful.
Oh, Mark.
This is horrible.
Mark, I'm gonna need soap
we're gonna
for this.
Mark. Okay, Mark. We're also gonna be adding specifically for you because you've backed it. You got a coup, right? You got a coup de théâtre and you have upped your pledge. We're also gonna go one step further and we're gonna give you a Polaroid picture of what is inside
I have
the
my
tortellini.
soap to smell
and
while
we've
I
got
open
the
the
soap that Mark
tortellini.
makes. It's fantastic soap. Seriously, I've never smelt better. Oh, and we're gonna need all the smell goods that we can get. I love. Hello, everybody who's joined us. You know, we're a YouTube documentary channel. We pride ourselves on creating these high-quality documentaries, and now here we are, opening up dirty tortellini soup because that's what we do to make these things happen, and we can't make them happen without you.
Also, the soup is not from 8 months ago, but once we get to 311 backers, I'll tell you when it is from.
That's awful.
And where it is from,
don't-
and how it came to be.
What do you mean? Where is it? Not even from here?
It's got a story
Did you
behind
get this
it.
from Kara?
No, but it does have a story behind
Is this the
it.
one that has like? This isn't the one from Kara that had like the special noodles? That was different soup.
No, that's
so
in
we
the-
at one
that's in
point
the
had
fridge
like
at work.
4.
Don't tell Kara.
We had like what? You're doing this at work? Is this like your ploy? Is this your plan? You just like to leave soup in random places?
I forget about it.
You're like the Hamburglar, the reverse Hamburglar of
I
soup.
forget it's in there.
Oh
I
my
get blind to
goodness.
the soup.
That's awful. All
I'm
right,
soup
let's
blind.
Sunset Boulevard it. We have to Sunset
Okay,
Boulevard
Sunset
this.
Boulevard it. I wanted to smell the soap
Go
while
slow.
we were doing. Oh,
Go slow.
Nice and slow.
Okay, here we go,
Nice
everybody.
upward
Everybody's taking
angle.
guess.
I
Oh,
don't
bring it in. Come on in.
Oh, it's coming in.
Come
You're
on.
gonna have your
Come
face
on in,
that
everybody.
close to
We're
it.
about to open some tortellini.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh my God! This has turned into the worst cooking show I've ever seen.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh my God! Oh no! Oh come on! Oh, that's revolting.
God.
Oh, that's.
I don't
Thanks,
even know.
Mark.
How do we get rid of it? Because it's like liquidy.
Oh God! Anybody who's watching that's in drain service, please help us. But really quick,
That's so.
hold the camera. We have a
foul.
job to do. All right, Mark.
Is it with us?
Yeah, put your thumb in it. Not in the tortellini though.
Oh.
All right, Mark, that's going.
God.
It's like the sewage scene in Star Wars. That's horrendous. William says throw out the bowl. We can't. It's a wedding gift.
No.
Oh no! Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're making some delicious food on the Way in the Wings Kickstarter But in order to do that, we have to figure out a way to get rid of this tortellini. Okay,
Smell this.
Okay, that's good. I think I know what we can do. I've got these plastic bins. Okay, do we have gloves, like latex gloves
No.
somewhere?
You know how I feel about.
Okay.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, that's a
okay.
good idea. Should we strain it?
No, because then it's gonna go I'm gonna strain it, but I'm gonna strain it with this, with the lid. If you want to Sunset Boulevard this. Anybody who's squeamish, I'm so sorry. This has got to get you in the mood.
William, I'm so sorry about your ice cream.
Also, for Mark,
That was easy.
easy squeezy, easy squeezy, easy squeezy.
That was easy.
Something that's not going to be easy is getting rid of this tortellini soup. It is not available in the Wait in the Wings cookbook for good reason. Oh, no, I don't think we should show this. I think this might be too graphic. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. There goes that.
Okay, that part's not
Okay.
bad.
Oh, no. Oh, no!
Why does it look like raw chicken?
Because it's been in the fridge for 19 months. What are we doing? Okay, all right.
I'm really ashamed.
Oh, that's horrible. That's awful. I'm afraid to put it in the garbage because it's gonna like eat through it.
I'm gonna have to take it right
Volume
outside.
Volume 3, we're gonna
I'm
be
gonna
doing
have to
this.
take it out.
Oh, the whole garbage? Okay, we'll do that and then I'll start making
You can start the legendas.
I'll start the blegendas. I'll clean up the bowl. Let me get that open. Everybody, press F in the chat to pay your respects to this tortellini. It's had a good life. It's really gotten to see the ups and downs of the channel. And so have you all. So, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Tortellini, for being here. But everybody, press F. Let's pay respects as we say goodbye to Torto, the tortellini. There we go. Here it comes in. Everybody take a second.
Also, thank you for this stream and for being here, for being part of the Kickstarter, because if it wasn't for the Kickstarter, I don't know how long this soup would stay in the fridge, because we would be taking sponsorships and we would be so busy trying to churn out 20 videos a year that we wouldn't have time to clean out the fridge. We'd have 10 bowls of tortellini just like that one. I look pale. I feel a little pale. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little lightheaded right now. All right. Let's get this out of here. Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh, that's what a... Mom, I'm so sorry if you're watching. This doesn't always happen, but at least it won't be here when you come visit. Okay, if you want to go take that out. Do you want me to take that out?
I'll take it out. I'll
Okay.
take it out.
Okay. Because we're about to dive into some legendas, everybody.
Oh my god, why is it that color?
That's awful. Thank you, Mark, for upping and helping us get this out of our house and finally clean this thing.
my
I'm
God.
gonna Clorox this. Okay. All right.
I can't smell it anymore.
No, it was just that. It was the broth, I think, is what made it awful.
It was brewing.
If that's what you thought was going to happen. But anyway, now that's done. Stop
All right.
and take out the garbage. Run some
I'm
sage.
taking it. I'm taking it.
We don't need sage because we've got Mark's soap, and that's just the best thing.
Oh.
All right, so now we're going to let this desanitize. I'm probably going to soak it just for a second. Although we should soak it for 9 months because I think that's how long the tortellini was in the fridge. I don't know how that got by us because we've done like 4 fridge cleanouts in the meantime. But anyway, welcome if you're just joining us to the Wait in the Wings cooking live stream as a way to support Wait in the Wings through our Kickstarter. You are in our kitchen and we're walking you through a couple of the recipes that we've made. We just finished our cowboy caviar, which is a great appetizer or lunch. And now we're about to dive into one of my favorites growing up that my mom made. It is, they're called legendas. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but that's what we've called them forever. So, okay, this is going over here for a second, and we're gonna desanitize that, or sanitize that, not desanitize it. It's already been desanitized. All right, so what we're gonna do now for the legendas to start off is we're gonna preheat the oven at 350 degrees. Yes, you heard that right, everybody. It's oven time, which means it is also fire extinguisher time. So just so you know, we are safe. We've got this. If things go absolutely horrible, we are covered. I'm fire extinguisher certified. We had to do it every year in college. So we're ready. We've got the extinguisher ready. So that should put some of you at ease as we do this. Take a sip of our Shirley, Shark is Shirley. All right, and next we're gonna grab my preferred pepper, which is the green pepper. I know most people like the orange, and I don't have anything against the orange or the yellow, but I really like the green the most. So we're gonna take that off. Gonna wash it off, take the sticker. Okay. Then grab this towel, and we're gonna cut up these into like little cubes. We're gonna cube them. And you can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna give you the fancy shot, or I'm gonna try to do a fancy shot as I try to clear all this up. What's everybody's favorite type of pepper, everybody? Let me know. Okay, so now everybody can criticize my chopping techniques because I never really learned how to cut pepper. So this is just how I do it. It's kind of just, you know, just vibes. Make sure you're cutting away from yourself. I learned that in school. I'm pretty sure I messed up at one point. I like to wash out the seeds just because it's a little bit more effective and it doesn't stick to me. Okay, and what is everyone else's mode of cutting green peppers? Let me know. So I'm gonna go this way, which is probably not the most orthodox way, but I like it. Important thing that I learned from watching Chopped is when you're cutting things, or was it Chopped or was it Take Home Chef? You remember the show Take Home Chef? It was on TLC in like 2007, and it was this guy named Curtis Stone, and he would go to supermarkets, and he would, like, it was always that he would go up to someone's wife who was just at the store alone, and then he'd say, "Oya, mate, let me come over to your house and cook you some food." And then they'd always say yes. And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem safe. But when I watched it in like 6th grade, it was always the best show. But I've gone back and I've rewatched it, and I'm like, this is just kind of cringy. But the Take Home Chef, I'm pretty sure, is the one who taught me when you're cutting, do it like that so you're not cutting in. And oh my gosh, we got another backer. Let's see who that was. It was my mom, I'm pretty sure.
That was easy.
Easy squeezy, easy squeezy. Mom was the one who was addicted to Take Home Chef, and I loved it. Oh, and oh, look who's here now. It's me, Broken Neck Lenny, and I'm here to ruin the show. Give me that pepper, glass boy. Give me that pepper. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, it's green. I don't like green peppers. Can you get some taste sometimes? Look at your cutting method. Where'd you learn how to do that, TLC? You a take-home chef? You think you're the take-home chef, everybody? They can't see. Where's my boyfriend? I heard Mark was saying that I'm an ex, and that's news to me. Oh, my neck is not doing well.
Oh,
this cast is not holding up. But Mark, come on, baby, take me back. Take me back, Mark. I love the soap. Mark, please, I think of your cheese every day, Mark. All right, so nobody has like lambasted me about how I'm chopping the peppers. Let's see. So Spencer cuts the top off, takes out the middle, and then cuts horizontally. That's nice.
My mom was watching too.
Your mom was watching with the tortellini.
Yeah, so now both our moms know
I'm
about
so
the
sorry.
tortellini.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Whalen.
And I'm washing the lid.
Here we go.
I'm feeling mostly recovered.
That was awful.
That
was one of the
that
most
was
terrifying experiences of my life. And that's saying something because I used to like keep a lot of dishes in my room. But they were always like empty dishes usually. But it did get to the point where it's like if it was bad enough, I would throw away the container, like what William said of like just throw out the bowl. And I'm sure my mom absolutely loved that.
If it was anything else, I might have thrown it away, but that is a
That's a
pretty
really
good
that's
bowl.
that's a really nice Pyrex, and it's soaking right now. But let me see. So this is the recipe. We're making blagindas. This will be a recipe in the cookbook. We haven't burnt anything yet. I have the fire extinguisher out. We got the tortellini out, so that's great.
Oh, I'm so relieved that that's not in our fridge anymore.
Oh, that's awful. I didn't. Is the Le Creuset still in the fridge?
I don't.
What's in the Le Creuset, everybody?
I don't know what's in the Le Creuset.
Everybody take a guess at what's in the Le Creuset in our fridge because I thought it was the tortellini. But it apparently was not the tortellini. Now I'm terrified.
Can I throw this
I don't
away?
know what that was. I think, no.
Why?
It's reusable.
It's got like weird stuff in it.
Oh, well, we can figure out what to do with it.
I can't just throw it away. Okay.
It's like heavy plastic, so I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
We can like take it somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, is Mark here? Lenny, I got a kid now. Whoa, well, congratulations.
Okay.
I've got 18 kids. Mom said, thank goodness they haven't invented smell-o-vision. I agree.
Oh.
That's horrendous. Okay, so I'm going back to my mom's recipe. It says first we have to make the dough, but I don't agree with that. Because it takes me 10 years to chop up
I
peppers,
think you just don't want to touch the dough.
I just don't want to touch the dough. You're right about that.
I can start the dough. Do you want me to start the dough?
Yeah. If you'll
gonna
take that
wash
hit for
my
me,
hands
because I
again.
took the tortellini hit.
I don't mind the dough. I like the dough.
Okay, the oven's preheated, but we're not.
Okay.
Okay, I'm doing this up a little bit.
Is this big enough for the dough?
Hunter's here. Hunter missed the soup.
Is this big enough for the dough?
That should be good enough for the dough. Maybe. I don't know. I was thinking about that one, but you're afraid of the tortellini bowl now. It's soaking, though.
Yeah. I just want it to keep soaking.
We're going to soak it for 8 months. Soak it for 8 months. Okay. And this is one that you can do it either... you can do it vegetarian, you can do it with meat. I like to use ground beef. That's always my go-to, but Juliana's vegetarian, so we also make an option that is just sauerkraut cheese and then green peppers and onion.
I just make this based on what's on here?
What Pillsbury tells you to do.
what Pillsbury's telling me. Whoa. Pillsbury was telling me to add half a cup of hot water, specifically 120 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil.
Of what oil?
Vegetable oil.
Like F. Scott Fitzgerald's famous flop?
Like F. Scott Fitzgerald's famous flop.
But not famous.
Flop oil. Infamous, maybe.
Infamous.
But really not even that.
Unknown?
Unknown.
Flop?
Unknown flop.
His lost masterpiece?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going for the whole
Should I
pepper.
put both of these in, or should I just make one and see how much
Let's
that
start
is?
with one and
Okay.
see what happens. Well, let's ask the people. What do you think? Should we do 1 package of pizza crust, or should we do 2 and force Juliana to use the tortellini bowl?
Donate $1.
Donate $1
for
and you
one.
get to choose.
Oh, I was gonna say donate $1 for one and donate $2 for 2.
Ah, that's good.
Where's my? Oh, my mic is on. Did you guys get to hear my entire trash adventure?
Probably not. I don't think it's that strong of a microphone.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So this is just a me preference. I like cutting up all the veggies and just having that prepped because it's like the most time-consuming thing. And I don't want to be here till midnight.
How much water is it? Half a cup?
Calls for half a cup of hot water. And you better measure that so that we know that it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot water.
That feels hot.
Does water get that high?
I could use the kettle.
No, it's okay. What were we doing at 311 backers?
That's when they get to find
That's
out
when you get to find out how long the
soup has
tortellini's
in
been
the fridge.
in the fridge. So, you know, you can get in on the ground floor here of figuring out the greatest mystery that this house has ever seen.
Okay.
Also, if you have one of those like
pouring that
slap
in
chops,
there.
this would be a great time to use your slap chop, and you can cut 40 minutes off of this recipe.
Have you been cutting that pepper since I left?
I have.
Okay.
But I took time to tell a story about the take-home chef.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I am adding a tablespoon. Oh, I'm adding a teaspoon of vegetable oil.
The pepper's done, everybody.
Teaspoon.
Everybody do the applause emoji, because we got the pepper done. And now we get to do half of an onion. Which will only take 18 more minutes.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, hello.
Hello. It was the drawer. You guys couldn't see that.
Hey.
All right. And now I am mixing this up.
Show it to the people.
30 strokes with a fork.
30. This is intense. Oh, it's sticking.
This is hard to do and show you. Hang on. I have an idea.
All right, and this is a thick onion. We got a thick onion here. Oh, we're putting it on the... Okay.
Just for now.
I don't think they'll be
It's
able
not
to...
gonna work.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm sorry. Sorry,
And
everyone.
Mom's
we were up
throwing
here.
up.
Can you?
Mom is throwing up. Okay, here we go. We're back up on here.
I just couldn't lift it high enough to show
There.
them.
Now we see
But
it.
now I'm back here. It's all good.
Okay, I've got a knife. Look out, I've got a knife. This is a thick onion, but we're only using half of it. So get your biggest knife that you've got and then show it who's boss. That's half.
Yeah, that's half.
Who cares? It's close enough. And then like life, you know, onion has layers. What? Okay.
Okay.
Ew. I don't think we've really used red onions that much. We have like a bulk pack of yellow. So I'm excited to use this.
This is.
And then we're going to
pretty
dice these
sticky.
ones the same way that we did with the green pepper.
This is very sticky.
Should we add more water?
It says that would make it stickier.
It says that would make it stickier.
It says if dough is too sticky, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour. Could you get me some
Ooh.
flour?
Here's a flower.
That's basil.
Okay, I've got pasta.
Yep, that's the flour.
Here's the flour. And then what am I doing?
2 tablespoons.
2
Well,
tablespoons.
one tablespoon to start,
Okay, we're starting with 1 tablespoon. So this is what to do if your dough is too sticky.
which is us.
Okay, there we go. Adding that into the pasta dough.
The pizza dough.
The pizza dough.
All right. The fan is blowing the flour, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
This would be Brendan's worst nightmare.
I
to
knew it
have
would
this
be.
Stuck all over his hands.
I would not like that
Kinda
one
wish
bit.
That he was doing.
Well, here, trade me spots. Trade if you can cut up the.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I don't want to do that to you.
I can be a big boy and I can do it. If we get to 311 backers, I'll take over and I'll start doing the dough. It can be any backers at any number. $1, $5, $15. You get the mystery, or not the mystery, but you get the parody wallpaper, which there's some of my favorites that I think we've ever made. I designed them all. I did a lot of vector work with them. So there's one that is the Lego Cyclone roller coaster that we used for the Cyclone dock. It's like a cartoon rendering of it. We've got one that is a milkweed pod that quotes Martin P. Robinson when he said, "You never seen milkweed?" And that's using like the little shop logo. We've got another one that was a really big hit last night and that some people got a real version of as Juliana rendered it, that it's like the Corn Pops logo, but it's show flops. And that one is in there. But you can also get that one as a sticker if you get the 5-sticker pack, which that's going to be one of my favorite stickers. It's going to be right up there with the Rogers parody.
Do we think this is good or is it still too sticky?
It might be a little too sticky.
Okay.
But I don't know. It could actually be okay because we have to let it rise for a second.
Oh, it has to rise?
Just for a little bit.
Okay. Oh,
Not too
yeah, we
long.
cover it and we let it stand for 5 minutes.
There it is.
But first we brush it with oil.
Okay. When we put it like in the bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to...
And I hope this
Get
is
the
nice ASMR
excess.
for everybody on this Saturday night. What's everybody doing tonight? Did anybody do anything
yeah.
fun today? Anybody have anything fun planned for tomorrow?
Colby's working tonight.
But it
It's-
looks like everyone's celebrating something that happened
Yeah,
with Colby.
Colby is working his final host shift and then is graduating to full-fledged bartender.
Oh, let's go, Colby!
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting
That was easy.
easy squeezy,
Yeah,
easy
easy
squeezy for that.
squeezy.
That's amazing. Oh, that's so good. I wish we could stop by and see you.
Yeah, me too. I feel like this needs a little more flour. but-
A little more flour. Well, we have some. Grab that. Okay, so the dough
If you just put it on my hands, just put like a little tiny bit on my hands. Because
Okay.
then that'll help me get it off my hands.
Also, everyone
too.
should know the clock is gearing up.
The clock is gearing up.
The clock is gearing up.
I don't think the clock should be gearing
The
up.
clock is gearing up for. Oh wait, what is that then? Is that Bumby? I think the clock is gearing up.
I think I need more flour. Is what I think.
Okay, we're adding a little bit more flour. I think
a
it's one of the
little bit
cats is
more.
messing with something.
There we go. Well, Bumby's sleeping, so it's Ray Dalio.
It's Ray Dalio. That's what our cat goes by now. Is they go by the famous economist Ray Dalio. That's their name.
William went to the Museum of the Moving Image and saw Muppets Take Manhattan for the first time.
Oh, that's great.
Someone else we know is doing that tomorrow.
Going to the museum.
Yeah, and William and that person know each other.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's our friend Richard.
It's our friend Richard.
It's our friend Richard.
Wow. Is it like an anniversary for that?
It must be.
Fun fact, that project at the Museum of the Moving Image, the Henson exhibit, was also
Funded by a
a Kickstarter. So, you know, a lot of people ask, why would you do a Kickstarter? And
Why Kickstarter?
the answer is it's because it's just the best way. Like, the way the channel succeeds is by answering to you, by answering to the community. And that was a big, you know, roadblock that we had last year of we had all of these sponsorships and all these unreasonable deadlines. And it was just like we were having to rush and we weren't able to take the time to really dive into these big stories that we wanted to tell. So we decided we were going to take the risk. We were going to have an entire season funded by the community, and it's just worked out even better than I could even think of because we're not answering to these unreasonable deadlines or people who want to see these done just to make money. It's really important to the mission of we're making these because they're important stories, they're interesting stories, and they deserve to be told.
And they're our stories.
And they're our stories. And we can't do that without you, without your support through the Kickstarter, whether it's $1, whether it's $400. We had someone last year who gave $3,000.
Which is wild.
Which is wild. And it's just, no matter how much you buy in at, even if you buy in at $1, it's saying, I believe in what we're doing here, and I want to see this mission continue and grow. All right, so we have
Ooh,
that
this is
done.
satisfying. Can you
Okay.
sunset
gonna,
me?
I'm gonna sunset you. That doesn't sound good.
I'm brushing this on.
Here's the oil. Hunter had rehearsal. What did you have rehearsal for, Hunter? And Mark went to a goodbye dinner for his intern, and now she's moving on to be a resident. Wow, that's awesome.
It's brushed.
Okay, and now we're gonna cover it,
Now we're
and we're
gonna
gonna let
cover
that
it.
rise for a little bit, and hope that that's enough.
Have you heard back on if it's enough?
Let's see. You need to put a little more flour in there. That was 841, but I think it's good now.
I think we
got it.
did that. Yeah.
This is great having Mom right there. She gets to see us cook this in real time.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna cover that. We're gonna let
Cover it
that
up.
rise. And now, if you can
I'll
take
put it
over
over here.
as camera person.
Yeah.
So we've got everything chopped up there. We've got the peppers. We've got the red onion. And now, if you look at me, now we're gonna start working on the meat. And so this one I use ground beef. You can use whatever percentage you want to. I use 80% lean, but you can get up to like 94% lean, and then you have no oil. But you know, in this economy, this is it. This is what we're using. All right, so now we're gonna clear off all of this mess. And the couscous, this is clean, and it's hot. That's the thing about this oven. It gets so hot on top.
Don't put it on the new thing.
I'm gonna put it down here.
Is it still hot?
The bottom's not. It's just the
Okay.
metal handle. Okay. And then...
Hunter is in 12th night right now.
Oh, wow.
Playing Sebastian.
That's amazing. That's a great role.
also the male cover for all of the male presenting characters in the show.
Oh, that's tough. And now they're seeing my arms.
Yep.
Okay, so for this, we're taking out...
Brendan, who were you in 12th night?
I was the biggest role that there is in 12th Night. I was Valentine or Valentine. I don't know. I didn't want to be in it. So it was in college, and I just don't like Shakespeare. And also, we had a weird program where it was a conservatory style program, which means all you're learning is acting all day, every day, from the start of the day until the end. But they had this conservatory style program that was also in a public university. So that meant that we were doing the conservatory, which is acting from like 6 a.m. until midnight, but then you're also putting in your general classes to that, which is a bold strategy, but varying levels of success. And so I'm gonna let that warm up just for a little bit. So it was going into Christmas break, my sophomore year, and my grades were not doing well. I was in a stats class that I was like bombing, and I managed to pull myself out of that. But then going into the next semester, I was like, I need to work on school. So I threw the audition because if you got cast, you had to accept the role. And I threw the audition. I didn't get cast, and I thought, great, I'm out. I'm safe. And then it was Christmas break. I was in Lake Tahoe, and I got a call from the director, and he said, hey, Brendan, we're going to need you to jump in at 12th night. And it sucks because it was 3 weeks after auditions. I thought I was in the clear. The cast list went up. And so then I got put in it, and Valentine is just one of the smallest roles. You're on stage for about 5 minutes at the beginning, 5 minutes at the end, and it's a 3-hour show. But you had to go to rehearsal every day. So I had to do my homework there, but I couldn't focus the right way. But amazingly, I passed all my classes, and my parents came up to see 12th Night. I told them, because they wanted to see every show I was in, and I told them, you really don't need to come up and see this. I guarantee there will be better shows in the future. But they were like, no, we're gonna come up and we're gonna see it. So they came up, and my university had 3 different theaters, and one of the theaters was not on campus at all. It was 2 miles away. and they went to that theater when mine was on campus. So they only realized once they got there and the theater was locked that they ran to the theater and they came in and they sat down right as I was leaving the stage from saying my line. So then they had to sit through 3 hours of 12th night until I come out at the end, like holding this guy, and then we did like a musical dance number, and they dropped rose petals from the sky.
Wow.
But that's my 12th night experience.
I didn't know about the musical with the rose petals. That's
It
fun.
was bold. It was like all of a sudden we were doing like Fiddler. All right.
It's not as bold as Tree Number 1,
As tree number 1.
which is who Mark played.
They had a tree number 1?
Tree Number 1.
Oh, man. All right, so now we're going to take the ground beef and we're putting it in. It's a pound. So we're putting that in here. And then once that starts to
I don't usually watch this part. It's making me a little
It's
uncomfortable.
ASMR. All right, so then going to get that cooking.
Have a good night, Colby. Have fun at work.
Have fun, Colby.
You know it's Kickstarter season when we see Colby leave for work and then
Oh,
come
and it looks
back
like we got
from
another
work.
backer at 311.
Oh yeah, that means
That means we get to figure out how long that
big
tortellini
stuff.
was in the.
I want
was
to
in
see
the
who it was so we
fridge.
can do a proper thank you. It was Justin who
Justin.
got no reward. Thank you, Justin.
That was easy.
Easy
Squeezy,
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 easy
squeezy,
squeeze. Oh, I like
squeezy.
that more. Easy squeezy,
Easy
easy
squeezy,
squeezy.
easy squeezy.
One more. Easy squeezy,
Easy
easy
squeezy,
squeezy,
easy
easy
squeezy.
squeezy, easy squeezy.
Okay, Brendan, are you ready?
For how long it was
Yeah.
in there? I don't think I am.
Brendan, do you remember when we went to the farmer's market?
The farmer's market?
Do you remember when I got the tortellini soup mix?
The farmer's market, like the one in Troy?
Yeah.
When it was cold and they had to do it inside?
Yeah.
So what was that, like February?
I think it was January.
Like January? Oh no!
And
That's
it was-
horrendous.
It was like this packaged soup mix.
Oh,
and
that's
I
awful.
made it and
That's awful.
I took it for lunch at work and it was so bad that I didn't eat it for lunch and then it sat in the fridge because
That's
I never ate
awful.
the rest of it either.
That's so bad.
And you didn't eat it because we were going to have it for dinner one night, but it was so bad that I felt like I couldn't subject you to it.
Well, there it is.
But then you got subjected in a different way.
Oh, and now it's come back to haunt us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
the meat is cooking now.
The meat is cooking. It is hot in here.
Yeah.
Can I put the AC on maybe?
Yeah, chef. Thank you, chef. Yes, chef.
Chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Okay, I'm gonna move this tripod over here. We're gonna try to. Oh, Lenny, no! Oh no, Lenny! Lenny, oh my God! Oh, what a nightmare!
What
Everybody,
happened to-
hold on.
What happened to Lenny?
Oh no, Lenny! Lenny, no! He was in the way of the camera cord.
Lenny!
Lenny, no! We've just had our first tragedy here
Oh,
on the stream.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Lenny.
No.
Oh, Lenny.
Oh, no.
Lenny, no! Lenny!
Lenny's
His cast is
has
falling off.
broken.
Oh no! It's okay. I don't have insurance, but if we get to 320 backers, I'll show you the dirty fish photos and we can do another repair of my neck. Oh God, and things were
Lenny's
going so well.
Hanging on by a
Oh
thread.
God, waving through a window.
Oh, Lenny.
Oh no, Lenny.
So does he just has to suffer?
Oh
for
yeah,
now?
that's what he said about his, like, what he wanted for his care.
Oh.
Oh, Lenny. Oh, waving. Oh, Mark, I have to tell you, if I don't make it, I always loved you and your cheese. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, so that's
Lenny,
gonna
you
take a
poor-
second,
you
but
poor giraffe.
But now with that going, with the horrors of Lenny's accident, the show beats on, everybody. Everybody hurry and clap and donate a little bit of money to help
Oh,
Lenny
poor
get,
Lenny.
get fixed. Where is the? Can you hand me the garlic salt? All right, so now we're gonna start seasoning
Can we go?
the meat.
Can we go dollar amount for Lenny's repair?
We can go dollar amount for Lenny's repair.
Let's do. Can we do 23.5?
That's high.
23.4?
23.3.
23.3.
If we get to 23.3,
23.3, and
Lenny will
then
be fixed.
Lenny will get a fix. Lenny will go back to the hospital.
and we'll try another.
We'll try
another method.
repair.
That held him. That held him for quite a while. So that worked pretty well. And I texted my mom to ask if I add garlic salt or garlic powder to this. I almost turned full Kennedy. Garlic salt. All right, so we're adding some garlic powder on there. I like to season heavier just to get that all in there. Mix it up as we cook this off. Can I have the pepper and the salt, please?
The pepper and the salt.
And this is
from
pretty much
Planet
just
Hollywood?
this is just to taste as we do
Okay.
this.
Tell me when.
Oh, I can't do that. Okay, that's good.
And then pepper.
And then pepper, I can do this one because I go overboard on the pepper. Thanks to Planet Hollywood for these pepper shakers. You can visit Planet Hollywood. They just reopened in Times Square, and it's one of my favorite restaurants now. It's very classy, very clean, and the food is remarkable.
So good.
Like you would not,
So
we're not
good.
paid by Planet Hollywood. We don't have a sponsorship. We just really love that Planet Hollywood's back and that the food is some of the best in Times Square and like pretty affordable too. So it's like for Times Square.
It's not as affordable as the Wait in the Wings cookbook.
Ah, that's true. And that's what we're making right now. We're making my mom's blagindas. And mom's watching as we grill this up. And we might have to turn the heat up just a little bit, like just a little bit higher. Okay, and now it's cooking. All right.
Okay, we're cooking.
And so we're still doing this. It's smelling really good. That's nice. All right. And so then once we have this all cooked up, we're going to use that pizza dough that we've got. And we're going to put the meat into the dough. And then we're going to wrap that dough up. I have to come down underneath the thing. We're going to wrap the dough up in the meat up in the dough. We'll have some cheese in there too. And it sounds like we're finally getting this hot enough to where it's cooking. Again, this is one of my favorite meals that we've got. So, all right. So while we're doing this, how's the dough looking?
The dough is looking. Let's see how the dough's looking. The dough is looking like it's risen a bit, but not too much.
My dad says turn the burner up. You don't slow cook.
I think it's getting there.
All right, it's looking good. And then once this is done, then you put it in and we cook it in the oven for just a little bit.
And do we have to saute like the sauerkraut and
We can.
that stuff?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
Whew. How do
And
we
we've got
spell
that
this
going.
dish?
How do you spell
know how to
blagindas?
spell blaginda?
That's a good question. It's like, I don't even know if that's what this is called, if it's called blagindas, but I always spell it Blaginas, I think. Blaginas.
Add a D.
I always call it blaginas.
B-L-A-G-I-N-D-A.
Okay, Bladgindas. That's how I spell it.
Blood.
I don't know if that's right. Blaginas.
Blagindas.
Oh my god. All right, so my dad told me turn the heat up, and now the heat is up. The heat is
Wow,
on.
it's cooking so much
and it's
faster.
actually cooking. We were about to slow cook this to eternity. Let's see. So we're gonna.
There's like
I think we should just saute. I think we just
Okay.
need to saute
Okay.
the
onion and the peppers.
onion and the
right?
peppers. I think the sauerkraut
Okay.
is fine.
Okay, the sauerkraut doesn't go in.
No, I think that's yeah.
Okay, okay.
Usually you would mix this in, I'm pretty sure, with the meat. But I'm sure this is like this is making my mom cringe of like, what are we doing here? Like, this is not right at all. It's giving supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It absolutely is. But I just want to say I'm so happy that we can all be here, that we can all share in this time together, that we can spend the night together. You know, things are wild, things are crazy, and it's nice that, you know, we've got each other for everything. So, all right, so we're burning, we're getting the...
We're burning.
We're burning.
We're burning.
We're getting that pan ready.
Yes.
We're gonna
this
saute
need
the
oil
pepper
or
and the onion.
butter?
Yes, a little bit of olive oil
Olive
in
oil.
there.
Okay.
We'll get that going. I'm gonna try to bring this a little bit closer so you can see what's going on the stove.
Like a tablespoon?
Get mom in the chat is what Hunter says. Absolutely. Yeah, mom, how do you spell this? Are they actually called blagindas? Can I start calling them blaginas, or is that inappropriate? Okay, so that's really cooking now. Important thing about this is you're going to want to drain the grease out, but as someone who worked at a drain company, you never want to go directly into the drain because then it's going to do buildup and your pipes are going to burst and it's going to be a bad, expensive time. So I've got like just a little jar that I use and I pour the grease in there.
Don't make them see the jar.
You get to see the grease jar for free, everybody.
Am I putting the onion and the pepper in, or just the onion?
Yeah, put
for
both
now?
of them in,
Okay,
and then we'll put a little bit of the garlic powder, the salt, and the pepper on.
Okay.
Okay, that's looking good.
I'm being careful. There were a couple seeds on the cutting board.
Not the
Seeds are good now.
All right, so then we're gonna put some of the garlic powder on there.
And do a little saute.
We're gonna do, yep. we'll
Oh,
put
salt
the-
and pepper too.
I'm just gonna do the pepper for this
Just
one. I'm
pepper.
not gonna do the salt.
Okay, we're gonna see.
But you might actually, well, for the vegetarian option, it would be good to just have a little bit of salt
Okay,
in
and
there.
I'm gonna give this a little wash,
Okay,
a little washy wash.
and it's looking like the hamburger's getting pretty close to cooked. So that's good. Okay. Michael says, I'll donate 500 if you never say blagindas again. Blagindas or blaginas?
But either way, if that's a
But either
real
way.
offer, we will call them whatever
We'll
you
call them
want.
the BBs.
We'll call them Michael's biscuits.
We'll call them the BBs. William says, we didn't even have to get another backer to get the grease jar. It's amazing. Dad can't get into the chat. Do you have an account on YouTube, Dad? You have to have an account. And then you can subscribe to this channel. Everybody, if we get to 312 backers, my dad will make a YouTube account and he'll subscribe to Wait in the Wings. Happy Father's Day.
Wow.
All right. Okay, so that's really going. And now we're at the point where we've got so many dishes in the sink, but it's mainly the tortellini bowl.
Oh, my eyes.
Oh,
My
and the
eyes.
onion is.
The onion in my
and now
eyes.
we're doing around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. Okay, so now we're back. Juliana is having a whole crisis.
The eyes, the onion in my eyes.
Okay, Michael, if you upgrade to the coup de théâtre, not only do you get all the special props and the cups, but we will also, in the cookbook, we will call them Michael's Biscuits. That's a real offer.
Michael's biscuits or whatever else.
Taylor says, what are you making? We're making blagindas.
Blagindas.
Unless Michael gets a coup, and then we're making Michael's Biscuits. But until then, these are blagindas. My mom will also start calling them Michael's Biscuits.
Not to be confused with my dad, Michael.
Yeah, well,
They're not his biscuits.
He would be honored. Your dad would be honored. Okay. Now I'm gonna Trying to find a place for this cutting board. Okay, it's smelling really good. Like
It's
I know
smelling so good.
I know we didn't want the smell-o-vision for that tortellini, but man, is this smelling nice. Kate is
I'm
saying, so what
hungry.
are blagindas? That's a great question, Kate. Blagindas, or soon to be named Michael's Biscuits.
I want them to be called Michael's Biscuits so badly.
I'm pretty sure they're Polish. They're either Polish or German.
They're Irish.
Are they Irish?
No.
I don't think they're Irish. I'm pretty sure they're Polish. But it's like we have the dough. It's like pizza dough. And then you put the meat in there, you put the pepper and the onions in there, you put some mozzarella cheese in there, some sauerkraut, you wrap it up, and then you bake it in the oven. It's really good. Really,
They're
really
like
good.
little meat pies.
Yeah.
meat
they're
optional.
Little meat pies without the murder of humans.
Meat pies without the murder. We could call them that too.
I like Michael's Biscuits.
Michael's Biscuits is the best.
All right,
thing,
I'm now on a hunt for the grease jar. I seem to have misplaced the grease
Does
jar.
anyone see the grease
Okay,
jar?
everybody shout grease jar. Because grease
jar,
is the
grease
word.
jar. I just don't want this to. Yeah.
Get grease on it? Okay, so give me just a hot second. And we're gonna...
What if we give you a cold second?
Give me a cold second. I'm gonna touch this hot handle.
I thought I washed this. Did I not wash this?
I don't think so.
I thought I did. Huh.
Okay, so
I
off
don't
camera,
wanna lose
Juliana's
my-
gonna vamp with her hands.
I'm vamping with my hands?
Yeah, in
What
front of the
does that
camera.
mean?
The camera's back there.
Oh, in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I'm vamping with my hands.
Okay. All right, the meat's looking good. It's drained. Yeah, that looks all
I
right.
kept going over there like that's where the camera was. No,
No,
one could see anything
it's
I was
hidden.
doing.
Hey, Banani's here. Let's go, Banani. We're making
Mark.
blagindas. Hey, let's go, blagindas.
They could be called Mark's
They could-
Biscuits too.
Yeah, if whoever donates and gets a coup de théâtre, we're gonna name this dish after you. Is Bumby in the frame? Can you see the guy?
Yeah, you can see the guy.
You can see the guy?
Yeah,
You can see that
you
dude?
can see the dude.
Look at that dude. If I get this out of the way, there's
there
the
he
dude.
is. There's the dude.
That's the guy.
You can't see our faces because we're cooking. We're here.
Hello. This is our setup.
This is our setup while we're working on the stove. But our faces will come back.
Yeah, if we want to, we can get set up over here and we can start doing the rolling process.
Oh, the rolling process.
Yeah. I think I want to put these on this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. Also, if you back at any level, whether it's $1, $5, $400, you get an easy squeezy where we push this button, we say your name, and then we give you some hugs. And then we find you.
Squeezy.
We find you. Okay, so the oven has been preheated at 450 degrees
Great.
for 18 days.
And then am I rolling them out on this?
Yeah.
Do I
so
flour
let's-
the surface?
I would say we can flour the surface. This is a new way of doing this. I've never done it this way. But we can use our rolling pin too.
Oh, I forgot we had a rolling
We have
pin.
the rolling pin. So we'll take
We
that.
have a rolling pin. We have a floured surface.
Let's see what-
Oh, this is now you're getting the view into the living room. They really are
Oh wow,
unlocking
it's
the whole
really
house
all over the
tonight.
place. My mom says it's Ukrainian.
Ukrainian,
Grandma
interesting.
came up with the name Blagindas. My dad has subscribed to the channel, everybody. Let's go. Or he was already subscribed to the channel.
I'm really curious how this came to be a family recipe.
I am too, and maybe we can add that into the cookbook, which you can get right over here if you back at $5. I was looking at the camera over there too, but now it's over here.
Yeah, now it's over there.
Somebody,
It's weird.
I think somebody upped, or somebody.
Somebody.
Oh, there goes the clock.
There goes the clock.
There goes the clock. We are at. I don't think anybody.
I don't
upped.
think anyone did anything.
I'm
no.
having a seizure then. All right, so this
It's
is what.
hot in here.
So mom. Cook the sauerkraut a couple of minutes, then add the veggies.
We didn't cook
When the
the
veggies are tender,
sauerkraut.
remove the sauerkraut mixture. This will all be made better.
I thought.
Mom forgot to tell us about the mozzarella cheese, but it's okay. We got the mozzarella cheese. Okay, so what she does,
Uh-oh,
where
I
is it?
floured the surface.
she rolls the dough into small balls, then rolls each one out.
Okay.
So yeah, flour the surface. And then I'm gonna take the sauerkraut and I'm gonna heat this up. It's to the grease slit.
Oh, okay. That scared me.
What did you think it was?
Well, it just had some growth on it, so
Some growth on
I was
it.
afraid.
This is the worst cooking stream. What? Food Network would never. OSHA's gonna come shut us down for this.
Okay.
All right, so we're draining the sauerkraut. I'm gonna put this in with the veggies that we just sauteed to warm this up a little bit, and then we'll start putting them into the dough.
Okay, so I make a ball. We need a run through of what's in the cookbook. We don't really have everything picked out yet, I don't think. But
Yeah, well, we've definitely got the
we've
cowboy
got
caviar.
the cowboy caviar, which we made earlier. I can show that to you if you weren't here. We made this. It's so good. I can't wait to eat it. I'm so hungry. We made this beautiful cowboy caviar.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also made a Shirley the Shark. What's it
Shirley the
called?
Shark.
I don't think that's what it was called.
The
but
shark is surely
the
broken.
shark is surely broken.
The shark is surely broken, and it's like a
Shirley,
Shirley
the
temple,
shark is broken. Something
which that's
like
also
that.
something you can get in the cookbook. But then there's
yes,
also
a whole
a peach cobbler,
slew
which I
of-
don't think we're gonna have time to get to tonight.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see. We'll see. It's not looking optimistic.
It's not looking good.
Okay, so
But
I
then we'll
make
have a
a
couple
ball.
more recipes. I think we're also going to take some recipes from the patrons, the members of the WITW Patreon. If they have some recipes, we're going to be very selective in our process, though. We'll have a recipe for corn pops. That's
we
an easy
might-
one we can make to end the stream.
We might do that tonight instead of
That'll be the dessert.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So we have one of
Is
the
that
balls.
like the right?
Yeah, that
is
looks
that
right to
right?
me. Mom will surely text if it's not right. All right, so now we're
So that's our first. That's our first little guy.
there we go.
Is
And
that
so
the right
that's-
size?
That looks about right. Maybe go a little bit bigger.
A little. Does it need to be a little flatter or just bigger generally?
I think just bigger generally. It might have a little bit more
A
dough.
little more dough. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a test.
Oh, and we got a new backer.
Oh, new backer. Gonna get a little flour on there.
Katie!
Katie got the cookbook.
Katie got the cookbook, which means
That was easy.
easy squeezies,
Easy
easy squeezies, easy squeezies. Thank you so much for backing, and thank you so much for getting the cookbook.
Thank you, Katie.
I hope you enjoy it.
Katie, if that's you in the chat, thank you so much for getting the cookbook and for giving what you can. It's all about your support, no matter what amount it is. And the $5 cookbook level gets you the cookbook, but it also gets you updates all year long about what's going
You
on
get a
with Wait
peek
in the
behind the
Wings.
scenes.
This is not going to be enough dough.
I didn't think it would be. We can do the meat ones first, because I eat the meat ones. All right, I'm putting that back up on there. And then I'm going to spin this back around, because we are a high-tech operation here, as I balance this tripod on the sink.
How many is this supposed to make? Do we know?
I think if we use both, we
Just
can get
vibes.
just vibes.
However many it makes, it makes.
Yeah, I mean, we could honestly go 3 and 3 if that's okay with, but that I know that's not going to be enough
Yeah.
for either of us because these taste so good.
Well, I mean, we could just freeze. Something we do sometimes is we freeze the mix, and
That's
then
true.
you can make more later.
Yeah,
if you
we
don't
could just
have
do
time
3
to
and
do
3
all of
for
them.
now. That might work. Oh, this smells so good. It's like I was not a huge sauerkraut person, but then, you know, you go to the you go to the German world at Epcot and everything changes. Those are looking good.
Thanks.
Okay. So we're just going to do 3 and do you think we can get 3 and 3?
It'll be close.
It might be that we'll make another batch of the dough.
Yeah.
And then while that's rising, we can get everything, like all this set.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's too small.
Oh, it smells so good.
I'm so hungry. Can you get that cowboy caviar
Can I
out?
get the cowboy caviar out? Absolutely, I can. And you can get the cowboy caviar out soon too, if you support Wait in the Wings and get our cookbook.
Epcot, I miss you. I miss Epcot too.
Ah, every day.
Kate's saying 3:15 by the end of the stream. I think that's entirely possible. 3 more backers. If you are just getting here, we are working on funding Wait in the Wings' next year of documentaries. And we're doing that through you, through the community. There's so much to be said about being funded by you and answering to you instead of to sponsors. And it's just really exciting and really remarkable. And it's really special to be able to share all of our successes with you and know that we're doing this together.
Yeah, and it's the thing of we can't do it without you. And we don't want to do it without you because, I mean, what's the point?
No.
When I started this, it was just such a niche thing that I thought I was like, nobody's gonna watch this. Like, that was why we got the infamous consequences have actions gaffe in the Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark video. So I thought nobody's gonna watch this. But then sure enough, there were more people like me
Yeah.
who were interested in learning more about these shows that don't really get the light shined on them so much. And as the years have gone by, it's really turned into that mission of preserving these stories while we still
Saving
can.
history.
And making, like, it's under threat like never before.
It really is.
And so anything you can do to help us in that mission of making sure that we don't lose these stories is a huge help. All right, so
Because
now...
once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. And so now on that dark note, we're going to make another batch of these. Can I set this up over here and then I'll start rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Juliana's going to start making another batch of the dough. But in the meantime, I'm going to start with this. So now, as you can see, you've got these all set up. So you've got your dough. Let me do my longitude really quick. And we can zoom in. That sounded great.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. It fell right where it needed to be.
It was just more tortellini. It's fine, everybody. Okay, so I'm zooming in so you can take a look at what we're doing here. And this is going to make my mom scream when she sees me try to roll this stuff up. Okay, so I'm going to take a little spoon.
Oh.
We'll start with the meat. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of the meat right there, like that. Okay, so that's all in there. Again, just go off of vibes and what you see. Okay, then next, we take the sauerkraut, pepper, and onion mixture. Might be a little too much.
Oh boy.
I might have to take one and put it on. Like, that might be how we have to do this.
Okay.
Okay, and then
It was half a cup of water, right?
What was that?
Half a cup of water, right?
That's right. The mozzarella. On the hunt for the mozzarella. There it is.
There it is.
Hidden behind the other mystery thing that we have in there. Got lots of mystery things. Taylor says Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark is what led me to your channel, and I've been watching your content ever since. Oh, that means so much that you're still here and that you're still supporting the mission. I hope the videos have gotten better. I hope that it's like we've grown together, and that you've been happy with what we've been doing. All right, so then we're going to take the cheese. We're going to sprinkle that on. I think it might be... Oh, no, I might be able to do this. All right, so then we're going to take these, and we're just going to fold it in on itself.
I've got to sneak in for a fork.
Okay, it actually works. Okay, and then you're just going to close it up. You're going to fold it in on itself like that. And then you'll have this little meat pie, this little meatball. So you got that all put together. And then this is very important. You want to make sure that you take a fork and you vent it at the top so that it has somewhere for the air to go. But then because we make both the meat version and the veggie version, so if it's a meat version, I poke it twice, just so then we know. So then there we go. There's our first blagenda that we've got. All right, and then we come over here, and now I'm gonna make a little veggie one for Juliana. And this is one where if you just wait and you let the pan cool down a little bit, then you can just scoop it right up with your hands and just put it in right like that. But that's what I love about this, is that it's just so easily adaptable that if you want a veggie version or a meat version, you can do it with
Or
steak.
no peppers,
Yeah,
or you can
do it
add
with flank
mushrooms.
steak, it's whatever, but it's just always so filling. I wonder if we could try it with tofu.
I was thinking about that earlier. I think it would be a little smushy.
Maybe.
We could do like the tofu crumbles.
Huh. I'd be interested to try it. All right, so then we got that all in there. I think you could actually do a little bit more.
Could you give me a little flour too when you have a chance?
A little bit of flour, absolutely.
A little bit of flour.
Okay.
I'm a little sticky over here.
I am too.
A little sticky.
Okay, we're gonna grab some flour, take it over to Juliana really quick.
You can just put the rest in the bowl.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then it's that thing where it's like you're cooking and it's just every second you're like going back to the faucet and just doing this. That's how it is when I cook. All right, so then we got the cheese in there. Do you want more cheese, less cheese? Is that good cheese?
Oh, more cheese.
More cheese. Okay, we're going high on the cheese.
High cheese diet.
And it's mozzarella cheese, which is just so good.
You could also
really,
like change your cheese.
Yeah, it's really, you can do whatever you want. All right, so fold over that way, then you fold in the ends, and you just want to stretch it out. This is a lot easier than doing it with the biscuits. like wildly more easy. All right, and then there we go. We have the veggie one, and you can shape it how you want to. Again, vent it. Since I'm doing the veggie one, I just do it once. And that's really all you need to do, is just do it once, just to make sure the air doesn't get trapped in there and that it doesn't bubble. All right, and then we'll do another meat one. That's a meat pie. I thought a meat pie was like a shepherd's pie with beef and vegetable inside. It could be. Anything's a meat pie if you try hard enough.
Except for tortellini soup.
Except for tortellini
to be honest, I
soup.
guess that could be a meat pie.
It looks like a meat pie when we opened that up. It's awful. I hope my mom's proud. She's watching the stream. My dad subscribed. I hope she's proud. I keep checking my phone just to see if she's saying, "What are you doing to my recipe?" Grandma's gonna be so upset. I should text my grandma really quick. Let me text my grandma the link to show her that we're making blagindas.
And I have the second batch of dough.
It's rising.
It's not rising quite
It's
yet.
not rising.
I have to put the oil on the top, and then it'll be rising. It's almost ready.
And then we can figure out how to spell blagindas. Unless Michael renames them Michael's Biscuits. Vaginas. Okay. And then we can angle this back up as we make
Hello.
it. Okay. Hunter says, IDK if y'all know what a pastry is, but these kind of remind me... a patsy. I thought you said a pastry. These could be patsies. I don't know. This is just... I can't find it online anywhere. And it's one of those recipes. It's like Dad's enchiladas from last year, where it's just... You got to get it straight from the source. So it's from my family to yours, and I love that we're getting to keep this legacy going, and that can have a little taste of me. Is that... All right. Put the mozzarella in.
What about a taste of Lenny?
A taste of Lenny in his neck. Oh, poor Lenny. So bad. All right, and then we're stretching it over that way, over this way, and then the ends fold in. So what have you thought about the recipes so far? Do you have one that you're most interested in, that you like the most? Is there a recipe you'd like us to try that we could potentially put into the cookbook? What are some of your favorite recipes? Let us know in the comments as we get closer to almost being done with these and almost ready to put them in the oven. I think I could put this first batch in and just get it ready.
Yeah.
Get it cooking while we get the second batch going.
Everyone gets to listen to me eat my cowboy caviar.
Do you want to
right
show
now.
people how to make pops really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is we're going to skip ahead for a little bit while I get these Blagindas ready. And Juliana's going to show you how to make our dessert, which is pops. It's a very complicated
Big.
recipe.
Big moment.
I messed up. I made another meat one.
That's okay.
I'm just greedy.
It's okay. I can eat cowboy caviar.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
So we have some partially opened pops from a bit last night. So what you do to make pops is first you're going to get your pops. We like to get the individual cereal cups because when we get a box of cereal, we forget we have it.
Like
And-
tortellini.
We don't eat it and it gets stale. So we get the little cups. First you're gonna peel this off.
Whoa,
You're
whoa.
gonna save it.
Slow down. Slow down.
You're gonna save this
Whoa.
just in case you might need it later.
Just in case you might need it for a live stream where somebody wants your Pops wrapper.
And then you're gonna get your milk of choice. This is the really hard part. You can choose 1%, 2%, skim, whole,
Ooh, that one did not
oat.
hold really well.
Maybe you're gonna go with some lactate. There are so many milk options out there. Then you're gonna take your milk.
Ooh, this one's not it.
It's really up to you. It's really up to you how much milk you use. I like to use enough milk that the pops start to float. So,
Yeah, we probably should use more flour.
pouring, and oh, they're floating.
Okay. Oh boy.
Gonna do just a
Might
little
need a little
extra,
bit of flour on this.
a little extra. Yeah, now they're
As
now
we're
they're
cooking,
really
we're
floating.
cooking both things at the same time. I have a Blaginda that, oh, this is sticky. Oh no, it's so sticky.
And now you're gonna take a spoon.
Okay, that's
You're
feeling
gonna take a spoon. You're gonna dig deep down into your pops. Pull them up. That's a spoonful of pops.
This recipe might not be in the cookbook, but we might add it as a bit. Okay, so the important thing to remember is if you're, if these start to feel a little sticky when you're like mixing them, you can just put flour right on top of them, and then that will help with the dough. But I accidentally messed up and I went overboard on this guy, who he was stretched a little bit too thin. You know, we've all been there. Oh no, buddy. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes it out alive. If you donate $5 and get a cookbook, you can name this guy. So figure out what you want to name this guy, and if you donate $5 and get a cookbook, you can name him. But that's oh god. Except for that one. Except for that one, we're looking pretty solid. All right, so I'm gonna put these ones in the oven right now. We'll come back and then we'll make them just for ourselves, but just so we don't have to stay here forever.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're gonna get out a little pan, like so.
Some foil maybe?
Yep. Get some foil on there. Ah, I love the sheets. All right. Here, I'm gonna spray it down. Some vegetable oil so they don't stick. Okay.
Okay, and now this is gonna go right on there. Oh, you can't see.
And let me
This is gonna go right on there.
take the camera
And then
so that we can get a little look at them.
these are, oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they
Nice
look really
little-
good. It was a lot better with the
those
pizza
are
dough.
gonna go right there. Those are the two vegetarian ones, and then
My accidental 3 meat pies.
we've got 3 meat pies. Come on, buddy. Let's go. And then this guy.
He can do it.
I'm gonna put this one that's less likely to explode over here.
He's gonna be a star. Oh no. He can do it. He can do it. Hold on.
I wanna
Everybody
know.
chant for him. He can do it.
Oh, give him some
Oh.
support.
Give him some love.
support
He
in the
looks like
chat.
Lenny.
He's having a hard time.
Oh, Lenny. Okay. Where are the veggie ones? This is that's a meat one. That's a meat one. We're gonna keep these veggie ones as far away from that guy. Do you have a second? Can you get a second foil?
Yeah.
If we get a
second, we
yeah,
can make a barricade.
yeah, we can
Call Trevor 9. We're making a barricade.
we'll do like this to avoid cross contamination.
Just because that guy looks like he's gonna ooze.
That guy's gonna do things. That's like the guy you see at the bus station when you're like, he's gonna do something.
This makes you uncomfortable.
I don't know what
You
he's gonna do, but he's gonna do
you don't
something.
know quite why.
All right, and then
Okay.
Juliana's gonna take over the camera.
I'm gonna take over the
And I'm
camera.
gonna take these, and we have
Brandon's
our
gonna take those
preheated
to the
oven. We're gonna put it
350.
into the oven that's at 350. And then I'm gonna look at the notes from my mom to see how long we cook it for. I think it's short. I think, actually, I lied. This is something that I do. I don't know if mom does it. But it's something that just adds a little bit to help you get that toastiness.
Oh.
Is if we take a little bit of olive oil and
What if you just use the spray oil?
the spray oil would actually be easier, I think. We'll take the spray oil and we'll just spray it on if you want to come over.
Yeah, I'll come over.
Okay, and then we can just
Oh,
spray it on there.
Here we are.
We're stuck on the easy button. Just moisten it up a little bit.
Oh, don't use that word.
Just make it moist.
Lenny likes it moist.
Lenny likes it moist. Oh, God. All right, and then
into
we
the
put them into the oven. And how long do they stay in there? I'll tell you in a second as I look at this text from my mom. It says
Oh, I have my mic off because I
20
was
minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes are going now. And then we'll just wait and we'll start making the other batch. But until then, I'm gonna bring this back over here because you've seen how the process looks.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So that's the Blagindas. I love the Blagindas so much. We have them for New Year's because it's good luck to eat sauerkraut on New Year's. So there's a little thing you can add into your traditions. This is so cluttered. Okay, and then we're gonna zoom this out. Just give me a second as you stare at my neck. Okay, there we go.
And it's just a spoon. It's me with the.
And it's just you eating your pops. All right. Does anybody have any questions for us about the channel, about the future of the channel, about the cookbook, about what our favorite recipes from last year's cookbook were? I'm here. I'm an open door. That's so good. Do we think the dough's ready yet? No, it is not.
No.
Yeah, we're at a standstill for 20 minutes.
I could just make the cobbler.
If you want to make the cobbler, we can make the cobbler. Sound off in the chat if you want to see the cobbler. This has been, it's mythic. We've turned this into lore in the Wait in the Wings Patreon.
It's true.
All right. So Juliana's gonna take over.
I am gonna pee. Can I pee?
Nope.
I'm gonna pee.
What do you need for the cobbler?
I just need flour, sugar, and butter.
I love Waitress. Okay, we're coming over here as we make the cobbler. As I get the materials to make the cobbler. So she said we need flour, which is already out. We need sugar. She also needs baking powder and vanilla. Do we have vanilla? These are the questions. Okay, we've got the baking powder right there. Bada boom. And we have vanilla. And how much butter? What Disney movie do you think would make a great Broadway show that hasn't been made already? That's what Taylor asks. I was gonna say Aristocats. It's a great opportunity for puppets. And I love me some puppets. All right, so we've got all the things we need. Ooh, Juliana says Emperor's New Groove. I'd be shocked if that isn't one already. Does Emperor's New Groove have songs? Or is it just kind of this... Yeah, I'm surprised that one doesn't have songs.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're over there. I'm going to turn this around in just a second. Just need to clean that off. All right, and then we've got this foil. Yeah, it'll be easy cleanup with the cookbook, but this is just because we're making 3 at the same time.
While having 2 laptops.
While having 2 laptops, a ring light, and all this out. Okay.
Although you could do it with 2 laptops too if you want to. You could, you get the, it's like...
Yeah,
it's
it's
meta.
meta.
Is it a peach cobbler?
It is a peach cobbler. I'm going to move it back into that corner, actually, I think.
Great.
That'll be easier.
That's perfect.
Fly like an... Look at that. Your Elphaba. Oh.
She was a fairy.
She was a fairy.
She was a fairy.
Okay. And now we're back where we started.
We're back where we started. I'm putting my mic back on. I didn't want you guys to hear me or eat my bombs.
Amber says they were supposed to have songs, but they were cut. That's wild.
Wow. Okay.
And Michael says, what would be the worst Disney movie to turn into a Broadway show? The worst Disney movie to turn into a Broadway show? Song of the South, for obvious reasons. That would be a bad one. I don't know. I could see a lot of them doing well, but let me think of I'm thinking of it's like I would say, what is it, like Apple Dumpling Game? What's that one called? The Apple Dumpling Gang?
I have no clue.
I'm thinking of like those obscure times when they were like doing live action because Walt was gone and they didn't really know what to do.
I need my phone.
You need your phone.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, we found it. That's a good question. What would be the worst one? Mufasa. That would be a bad one.
Peach cobbler.
What's that one that's like the kid in the Revolution?
Kid in the Revolution.
It's like Johnny Tremaine or something like that.
Oh, you know what would probably be a really bad musical? What is that? What's the Brenda Song movie?
Wendy Wu?
Yeah.
That'd be a kick-ass musical.
Would
That's the
it?
problem. It'd be so good, yeah.
I feel like Wendy Wu,
It would be like
I
Heathers.
would have such high expectations, but I feel like it would
be like
flop
Heathers.
hard. I feel
know
like Wendy Wu would really flop.
This is like not a musical I want to see, but I guess I would want to see a Herbie the Love Bug musical. But that's one that could be really bad. I also admit that could be one of the worst ones to turn into a musical.
Oh, we gotta do the peaches first.
Okay, we're doing the peaches first, and I don't know what this onion is. Was this for the caviar?
You can put onion in the
You
cowboy
can put
caviar.
onion in the cowboy caviar.
That's or we can save it, but we're not gonna
I don't
be
think
home.
we'll need them.
Peaches are in the fridge. Maybe. Where'd you put the peaches?
Bottom.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna check on the dough, which probably doesn't help it.
Yeah, I think the dough needs to just chill for a minute. Like not.
All right,
literally, but-
everybody, chill.
Okay, and could I have a cutting board, please, sir? All right, we're gonna start by peeling the peaches and cutting them up. This is my least favorite part of this recipe, but we're gonna get through it together.
Does the Brave Little Toaster count as a Disney movie?
Is it a Disney movie?
I don't know. There's the DCOM where Matthew Lawrence sells his soul to...
Rhea Perlman, but that's based on a German opera. Wow.
Luck of the Irish. That'd be a bad musical.
Can I have a knife? Jump In would be a great musical.
Jump In would be... I'm choking on, like, flour.
Oh.
It went into my esophagus.
Okay, so I'm It's really just like a game of luck when you're peeling peaches. So I'm gonna start by I made a cut and I'm just gonna try to peel it. If anyone has like tips on how to peel peaches, I'm taking advice.
Smart House the Musical is what Michael says. That's wild. Smart House the Musical is wild, and Alex Timbers would have a field day with it. David Corn's doing the set for that? Are you kidding? Tony.
New plan. I'm gonna cut the peach into pieces and then I'm gonna peel it. It's okay if you like lose a little peach. We all lose a little peach sometimes.
That's the opening line for the Brave Little Toaster musical.
You kind of like, if you put like your thumb along it as you peel it, sometimes that helps that you don't lose quite as much peach. This is easier if your peaches are like perfectly ripe. This is gonna take a
Hunter
while.
says soak the peaches in cold water.
Soak the peaches in cold water.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter.
I totally want to see Jinx Monsoon in Smart House. Oh my god! Are you kidding? Forget it. That's what we're gonna start a second Kickstarter that's just about producing Smart House the musical
Ooh, Alan Cumming too.
with Alan Cumming and Jinx Monsoon.
Okay.
Mine are so going to explode. Angie,
In
are you
cold
still
water,
making the
right?
Blagindas? Yeah, cold water. We're soaking them in cold water.
Okay.
We have, as showing you that this is not your regular cooking show where they're like put it in the oven and then they pull it out and it's like done in a matter of minutes. We have 10 minutes and 34 seconds left on the Blagindas. We forgot to do the carrots that go with them,
That's okay.
but it's okay. If you want to, this is going to be a recipe that you can have for the sides. It's just, you chop up some carrots, you put them in the oven with some salt and some pepper. They roast and they're really good.
And some oil too.
And some oil.
So as I peel this peach, I'm also cutting it up into little chunks. This is a really old recipe, so we're going a little rustic with our chunks. They don't have to be perfect. They're just chunky. I guess you could make with this with canned peaches too if you wanted to.
That's smart.
I think it would probably be a little sweet.
Or you can suffer
But-
like our previous generations did.
Yeah, see, this is the ideal situation for peeling a peach.
Was that in the
It's coming
cold?
off in one.
Is your hand cold?
Oh, my hand is cold.
There it is. Hunter knows.
Hunter knows.
Hunter's got a tip that's going into the cookbook
Hunter's a
that
peach
you can
pro.
add to your collection. It's a PDF that you'll get when the Kickstarter's done, when we're done with our funding period. But it's $5. You get the cobbler recipe, you get the Blagindas, you get the cowboy caviar, you get the shark is surely broken recipe for the drinks, and that's
Yeah.
just a few. Like, it's a packed book this year.
Yeah. You're really getting a lot for your money. And if
Mm-hmm.
you support anywhere from the $5 tier and up, you get that. So if you
Mm-hmm.
support at $15 and you get the get ice and put them in with that. Okay, we need ice.
We need ice. We have ice. I made that.
The
good kind.
So, oh, that's a pale peach.
That's an apple.
That's a white peach.
That's an apple.
That's a pale peach.
That's what you looked like when we opened up the tortellini. All right, we're putting ice into there. I'm so happy that this is like, they help us cook.
Wait, this is Hunter on his phone account, but I am stupid. I forgot the step where the peaches are also supposed to be scorched under hot water and then put into the ice bath.
What do you mean, Hunter? Who's running this place?
To be honest, the ice bath is helping, so I this is okay.
But
We're-
now you
we're
know.
okay.
For anybody who's making this that's a little bit behind where we are, which is impossible because we're so slow, now you know the secret. Look at that.
Do we
learn
get an
something new
ice
every
recipe in
day.
the book? Maybe, if you're lucky.
I don't know. That's probably the most complicated recipe there is.
The ice?
Yeah, it's pretty hurly-burly.
Oh. Cutting
Wow,
these peaches
this is wild.
hurly-burly.
This is awful. Why are these so... What is this?
Yeah, I think it's a white peach.
It's an apple.
Have you ever had white peaches?
I haven't.
I didn't have a follow-up.
That's a good talk.
In the chat, have you had white peaches? Have you had Saturn peaches? Those are my favorite kinds of peaches, but they're kind of a pain.
What are Saturn peaches?
They're shaped like Saturn.
What do you mean they're shaped like Saturn?
Little discs. They're like little space peaches. Look them up.
Saturn?
Yeah. Oh, have we ever thought about writing our own musical? I haven't.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
for
gonna write
sure.
Herbie. I might write the Fun Home, or not the Fun Home, the Smart Home.
Brendan's gonna write Fun
I'm
Home,
gonna,
guys.
I'm gonna write this. Yeah, you might not have heard of it. It's like this little graphic novel. I just typed Saturn. I forgot to type peaches.
Saturn.
And I was like, that peach does look like Saturn. I guess I would call them a donut.
Oh, I think they're also called donut peaches.
Okay.
They actually might be called donut peaches, and I think I call them Saturn.
I would call it a donut. It looks like a donut to me.
Did it come up as donut peach?
I don't know. I just saw them. It might have.
This is coming
It's
up.
a donut Saturn white peach.
Oh, okay. But
Okay.
this is not a donut Saturn white peach.
No,
this is just
a
white peach. When we were buying the peaches, there were like 2 employees at the peaches. And there was a lot going on with the peach section. So I was very quick in picking out the
Wow.
peaches.
Was it just like popping?
No, I don't know what they were doing. They were like feeling the peaches.
They were probably like, oh no, we dropped the white peaches in with the regular peaches.
To be honest,
Oh,
that
no.
might have been the situation
Oh,
because they
man.
were like sorting the peaches.
Not at the peach store.
Not at the peach store. It's like the cilantro store.
The cilantro store and the peach store. Okay.
Oh, we've
I'm
got
gonna,
another white peach.
I'm gonna take a sneak peek at the legendas. Oh, they're looking good. They're looking great. Again, whoever backs, the next person to back at $1 or above gets to name the struggle bus legenda.
Wondering why we aren't using a peeler for the peaches. I have tried that before. Peaches are a very soft fruit if they're ripe. So when you use the peeler, they get like extra squishy and mushy and juicy, and it creates a big mess.
And Kaylee says, is there going to be a great Comet documentary? It's my favorite musical of all time. It's on the endangered list, but it's one that's endangered for a different reason, and that is that, you know, I've done 14 interviews for Great Comet, and there's a very interesting story there, but it can't be told right now because when things fall apart, things really fall apart. And the problem that I was running into is we would do the interviews and it would be pretty civil, but then after I stopped recording,
They were still civil. They were.
I don't know, it got pretty bad.
Yeah, but they weren't upset with you.
No, they weren't upset with me, but it's like their retellings of the history were civil, but then when I stopped
Yeah.
recording, then the real story started to come out, and it's the problem of like nobody will really go on the record about that. And
But
if
there's
they-
stories that we can't reveal.
Yeah, there's
without
stories that I
permission.
can't tell right now, but it's stories that are so important to the show that you can't really make the documentary without telling them. So that's one that it's like if we hit 50K for our big goal, a Comet doc could realistically happen because then we'll have the funds to be able to get the lawyers involved to handle it. But it's going to be walking a very fine line with that one that we just cannot tell right now. I hope we can in the future because it's a very beautiful story, and I hate that it's just like the last 10% is stopping us from telling the rest of it. But it's a lot like with Cyclone, where you gotta be careful and you gotta make sure that people are being like both sides are being represented fairly, that the story is being told the right way. And thankfully we were able to do that with the help of the Kickstarter. We were able to do that with Cyclone and finally have that story come out. So
Because it's the gift of time, right?
Yeah.
It's like to tell these stories right, especially when there's legal involvement. It's like you can't rush a legal conversation. A legal conversation's going to take as long as the lawyers want it to take. And a lot of times, time is a bargaining tool. It's like they'll use time to delay, they'll use time to postpone, because that gives you the upper hand. And if you can wait, if you're willing and able to wait it out, that can make really remarkable things happen, which is what happened with Cyclone.
Yeah, because it was the last week before we were getting ready to upload, and then all of a sudden, McCarter finally went on the record, and that was a real game changer because it's like their story just hadn't been told, And if they hadn't gone on the record, then it would have been a very different story. But it's just a thing of you cannot rush these things, especially with how big the stories are. And I think that's what really makes us stand out, and what separates us is that we're willing to take that time to really, make sure that we're telling these stories right.
Speaking of doing things right, we've got someone else in the chat. We got so many chefs in the chat tonight.
Oh boy.
We've got another update on how to do these peaches. So I think for the last 3 peaches, I'm going to try to do it right. I'm going to drain this out. Do we have more
excited to see
ice?
this. We might have a couple blocks.
Okay.
We should have gotten that ice maker. We have
should have
2
gotten-
cubes of ice left.
Okay,
so
that's
everyone's
fine.
about to get the documentary on how we make ice.
Okay, so I'm
It's
going
gonna
to
be 3 hours
score
long.
this. How many scores do I put, and how
4
deep?
scores and 7 years.
Ooh, soak the peel with black tea to make peach tea. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up, Hunter.
There's so many ways to skin a peach.
Okay, I've scored this peach.
Okay.
How deep do you... The ice is on the floor. The ice is on the floor.
It's okay. There's 2 more in there.
How deep do you score a peach? I'm going like this. Just an X. Oh, that's... I've done more than that.
Just an X. Okay.
Okay. Just an X on the
We're
peach.
all learning here together. You're getting to see us put together the cookbook.
Big X on this peach.
Oh, we got 39 seconds left on the Blagindas.
Okay.
And the butter's melting because it got back on the stove somehow.
Well, it needs
Oh,
to be very
no.
soft. That's why
Oh,
it was on
no.
the stove. Okay, how hot does the water need to be? Are we talking like boil water? Am I talking
120
pour some
degrees.
water from the kettle? Skin deep. Okay, that's how deep I went. X on the bottom. Okay, didn't quite get to the bottom, but I did get an X on one of them.
Everybody count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
The magnets on our fridge, did we make them? Did someone make them for us, or did we buy them? We
They're
have
all from
bought
shows
them.
we've seen.
So
We got a tour at the
a
beginning.
magnet is
Oh, they
a
look
pretty...
gorgeous.
Oh, those are gorgeous. A magnet's a pretty common merch item for shows. They usually have magnets. So we buy them at the store. There are a couple...
Really quick, let me show off the Blagindas.
Okay, I'm pouring hot water on the peaches.
Here we go, everybody. There are your finished Blagindas. I hope you can
That
get
was
to see
definitely not hot enough.
them. You have to let it go a little bit longer.
Well, it started to make that fizzing sound and it scared me. Anyway, back to the magnets. So you can buy the magnets at the show if you have access and the ability to be at a Broadway show. Can you pick that up? If not, there are a couple of companies that make them, so you can search like merch and then the name of the show. You can go to the Playbill website. You can go to the Museum of
eBay?
Broadway website. You can go to eBay. You can go to the Broadway flea market. You can support next year's Kickstarter because we're going to have some magnets for next year's Kickstarter. But yeah, there's a lot of places to find them. Boiling, then you transfer it to the ice bath. Okay.
Okay, I hope we have enough ice.
Probably not, but that's okay. It's going to be better than it was. We're waiting for the water to boil. Our kettle gets very hot, so I'm just doing some very, very hot kettle.
Does the dough look like it's ready?
Does the dough look ready? My hands are peachy.
I think we're going to have to make that later.
Okay.
But the Blagindas look great.
The
Let me-
Blagindas look so
Let me put
good.
it on a plate. Can you hold the camera up and we can...
My hands
Oh,
are
peachy.
sticky.
Here we go. I'm going to take one of the meat pie Blagindas. Excusez-moi. All right, so here it is out of the oven. And then you would put it, like your carrots with it, a nice side salad. If you got Dijon mustard, that's
Or
great.
You can just have that.
Or you can just have that, which I'm going to just have this right now. Would you like some?
When I'm done with the peaches.
Okay, well, I'm going to break into it really quick.
Yeah, do it. Give them a nice show the break on camera.
Yeah, here we go, everybody. All right, so we break into it. And there it is on the inside. You got the meat, you got your peppers, your onions, your sauerkraut. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Also, what's everyone peeling their peaches for? I'm curious. Name the Blegendas Poob. Poop?
Name them Poob.
Just name them Poob.
We can only name whoever gets the
Whoever
coup de
gets the coup
théâtre.
gets to name them.
Then you get to name them. So you get the Pop Mega Pack, but then you also get your legacy to live on forever in the Wait in the Wings cookbook. Oh, that's really good.
Okay, we're boiling. We're boiling.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour the boiling over the peaches.
That came out better than I could have expected. This is going well. Name of the Blegendas is Poob, please. You got it back. We gotta get another backer.
Now we go to the ice bath.
Okay.
Quick, quick, the ice bath. Quick, quick, quick. The cat's hurrying. Oh, the cat's probably so hungry.
Well, now we get to make dinner for the cats. Oh, that's
Okay.
that's so good.
Okay,
you're gonna love it.
They're ice bathing. How long do they ice bath for? Like tomatoes, the skin doesn't totally break down. Don't want fuzz in the smoothie. In the smoothie? I'm not making a smoothie, I'm making a cobbler. Are you making smoothies? Peach cake and fresh peach tea. I'm excited for the peach tea. I'm really antsy to peel these peaches.
All right, the cats have been fed. What does the oven need to be preheated at for the?
350, I think.
Okay. So the same as the Blegendas, so that's great.
Yeah, 350. Let them bath for a good while.
Dinner for
5
the cats
minutes.
at 10 at night. Yeah, I guess we've got caught up.
Dinner for the cats is usually at 8, but that's okay.
They were really good tonight, though. They didn't.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the things we learn how to do together.
Oh, somebody backed.
Look at that.
We got another backer.
Wow. I learned how to blanch peaches tonight.
And that's what we do together.
This has changed my life. I'm not even lying. This is so much better.
Anila?
Look at this. Gorgeous.
We got another backer.
Oh.
Here we go, everybody.
Woo!
She's so caught up in like blanching these things.
It changed my... Look at that.
That was easy.
That
Easy
was
squeezy,
easy.
and that was easy too.
Woo!
And now if you're in the chat, you get to name what our problem child Blegenda was.
Thank you,
So-
Anella. Wow. This
Here it is, and you get to name
so-
it now. So just comment what you want to name it. And we'll keep them in the fridge for 8 months.
I can't believe this. This is so much faster. I always thought blanching things was supposed to be hard.
Mm-hmm. So you score it with the X at the bottom.
Yeah, which I messed that part up, but...
Either way, it worked. I'll try to help. Oh, that is easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot different.
Thank you for saving us so much time in the chat. Sleazebert.
Is Sleazebert the name of the
Blegenda.
Blegenda? That's lovely.
Is that Anella, though?
Maybe.
Anella.
It might be, Spencer might be.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Or it could just be someone backed for the mystery playbill, just to get the mystery playbill, and they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Sometimes Kickstarter sucks, though, and
Back from getting
does
Tika
not use the names
Masala.
we want it to
That's
use.
amazing.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Look
looks really
at
good.
that. Look at that. Gorgeous.
Your mom says, what did you do for blanching? 'Cause
Oh,
this is blowing your mom's mind too.
Mom, are you here? They told us in the chat how to do it. This one's not going quite as well because it's the white peach, but it's okay. They told us to... Oh, she said, I came back. I can't find the comments. They told us to pour boiling water over the peaches. And then, yeah, definitely not working as well with the white peach, but that's okay. Pour boiling water
You have
over
to
the
score it
peaches, but
first.
first you score it, and you score it with an X on the bottom of the peach.
And this will all be in the cookbook.
This will all be in the cookbook. X on the bottom of the peach. We didn't do that for this first couple, so they didn't work quite as well. But this is the one that's stunning. X on the bottom of the peach, then you pour the boiling water over, and then you transfer them into an ice bath to stop the boiling, so the peaches don't cook. This one's not going quite as well, but it is still better.
Yeah. It's going off pretty easy. Do it for the camera.
It's juicing. I can't.
Oh, then don't do it for the camera and destroy the laptop.
Yeah. Can we make Hunter's peach tea?
How do we make Hunter's peach tea? With
We
a
make
tea
black
bag on
tea,
it?
and then we put the peach skins in it.
Yeah, we can make it. And then do we put it in the is it like just hot peach tea?
It can be any kind of peach tea. I think it's going to be hot peach tea, though, because we don't have ice.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could just be that I just get this warm and then we let it sit for a second.
It could be. I think I want mine hot, though.
Okay, well, we're going to do that. Special bonus recipe, not available in the cookbook, but you're getting here.
You've gotten so many recipes tonight. You've gotten
I haven't cooked this much in my life.
You've gotten cowboy caviar. You've gotten blagindas.
You've gotten, what was that? The
Tortellini.
tortellini. That was awful.
That was awful.
Also, make a simple syrup to sweeten it. I've got simple syrup for the bar cart. I think it might be in the fridge, actually.
We've made simple syrup before, though.
We do have simple syrup. We have simple syrup right here.
Don't put in the refrigerator. We might forget about it for a few months.
Don't put the... Oh, no.
I can't believe how much easier that was, how much faster that was, how much less peach juice is all over the place. While I finish cutting up the peaches, ooh, add lemon or lavender. That sounds so good.
So many chefs and like...
I know.
This is great.
Brendan, could you get the container that we're going to put this in? Normally we do this in like a square reusable container, but we are going to be traveling soon for the Fitzgerald conference, and we're going to take this peach cobbler to our friends that we're staying with. So we're going to put it in a disposable just for
I
now.
don't know where it is.
I think it might be out on the shoe rack. Mom, did you catch how to blanch the peaches? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
They're there.
Mel makes her own lavender simple syrup. It's so easy and so yummy.
Would you say it's simple to make?
Ha! Is that why it's called simple syrup? I want to take a moment. This is what we were getting before, and this is what we're getting now.
That's wild.
And that's the
You get
impact
to
of community. And
That is the impact
that's
of
how
community.
this is what the docs are without you. This is what the docs are with you.
Wow.
Support the Kickstarter.
Support the
everyone.
Kickstarter, everybody.
Support the Kickstarter, and you too can make documentaries like a blanched peach.
I love Streetcar Named Desire.
Okay, my mom says no, and I don't know how to comment. So we're going through this again. Mom, do you have a YouTube account? That's step one.
Okay, and then we've got, it's the L-theanine tea.
I love that one.
L-theanine.
L-theanine.
From the Bigelow Tea Room Go Mets. All right. There we go. That's in there. And then you put the
Okay.
skins in there?
Yeah, but I think we have those like little, the little
Sachets?
Yeah, so if we
Little
put the skins in
sachets?
there. Are
Here
we just
we
having?
go.
We're just having one.
Kevin's here as we put it in the sachet.
Are we just sharing one cup of this?
Sachet. No, this is for you.
Oh, you're not having any?
No, I still got my Shirley.
Oh, okay.
The sachet. Sachet. Okay, there we go.
How much is in there? Is that enough?
I don't know.
I think we
It's
need
the-
more.
It's the sachet.
I'm gonna load it up.
We're loading up the sachet.
Load it up.
All right, everybody, and also this is how we make ice. So first you start with your ice cube tray. You're gonna turn the water on. I usually like to have it just a little bit colder because, you know, it's gonna be ice anyway. And then I like to do, I call it the Titanic method, where you fill it up at the back and then it spills into all the other compartments. After it hits 7, it's a lost cause. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, can you open the freezer for me?
Yeah.
And then we're going right in on top of my box of frozen White Castle sliders. And then you let that sit for as long as our tortellini, and you'll have some nice ice.
Yeah. So you want some sort of squarish pan. We're gonna spray the bottom of it with the spray.
I'm eating my Blagenda.
Where's the spray?
I'm eating my Blagenda.
You can eat your Blagenda and tell me where the spray is.
I'm eating my Blagenda.
Spray. If you want to be a big chef, you can use your butter to do that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the hot water freezes faster, says Michael.
Hot water freezes faster? Don't lie to me.
And then I'm going to put the peaches
doesn't
in
make
the bottom
sense.
of this. If you're using a bigger container, you just want to make sure you have enough peaches to cover the bottom. So you can, peach down, R.I. peach. How much cobbler or pops have shown up today? Kevin, we're making cobbler right now. I ate pops about half an hour ago.
Yeah, we walked through that whole recipe.
Yeah, we made and ate pops. I can't believe how much more peach I got out of the peaches
From the peach store.
from the peach store. So
Peaches,
we're
peaches,
loading
peaches,
this
peaches,
boy
peaches.
up.
Okay. And again, this is one of the recipes you can get in the Wait in the Wings Kickstarter. Now that's what I call cooking volume 2.
Now that's what I call waiting. Okay, we have a lovely blend of yellow and white peaches today.
But no Saturns.
Smells so good. It smells so good. Oh, there is water encroaching on my laptop.
It's peach juice.
There's peach juice encroaching on my laptop.
Apples and peaches do not mix. Okay.
This is sticky. This is a sticky day. All right, I'm gonna try this tea. Oh, that is so good. Wow. It's like foraging, but better.
It's like foraging. Here, wait, let me keep trying it up.
Okay. And now I'm gonna get a bowl, and I'm gonna use my bowl. Oh no.
Are we out of bowls?
Oh no.
We have to use the tortellini bowl.
We're gonna have to use the tortellini
What,
bowl.
you can't use this?
No. Well, I could.
What are you trying to do?
I need to use the mixer in it.
I think,
I don't think
do you
that's
think the
gonna
mixer
go
could handle
well.
this? It's aluminum.
I don't think
Okay.
think so.
Well, we're gonna get to the, how did the tortellini bowl get back in here?
I thought it had been in there.
Oh, we still have the grease box.
Will the cookbook have an ice recipe? That is the question of the night. If we get to 315 backers.
315 backers at any level. $1, $5, we will add our Titanic ice.
Also, shout out in the chat if you supported the Kickstarter and what tier you supported at. Are we going to cut up crab? No. We are not going to cut up crab. You probably need more until coming. This is all out of context right now. I've lost track. Okay,
We've
feel
lost
free
the
to add
plot.
bits of fruit itself to the bag to soak it in. We need every bit of peach we have because the first 2 peaches lost some peach because I didn't know how to blanch.
But we've learned how to blanch tonight.
But now we know how to blanch. I support it at the cobbler tier. That is the $5 tier. You get the cookbook. Is the tortellini haunted? Yes, the tortellini is going to haunt me forever. If you were here earlier, you got to see the horror that is the tortellini that has been in our fridge since January.
I don't know what just got on me. I think it was tortellini.
I'm kind of afraid of using that bowl. Should
It's
I
fine.
not use that bowl?
No,
Okay.
it's been soaked.
Okay, it's been soaking. It's glass, so it's
Yeah.
like it's pretty safe. There are 36 people right now hearing about our tortellini.
That's what we get. That's shame.
It was the French chef reference, the crab that was.
I'm a French
Okay.
chef reference.
I like French food. That gives like I like grapes from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Is that from the? Was I like grapes from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, like, it's like all the grandpas in the bed.
Oh. All right.
Where's my phone?
We got another backer. We got a couple more backers.
Oh, we got backers. Supported at the back in time level and ponied up for the little display stand.
Here
the
we
display cards
go.
are
That means
great.
we're down to the last 8, I think, for the back in time.
That's wild. This has a little bit of. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. All right. I need my phone because I need the recipe. You're never buying a packet soup again. That is true, Mel. That is true.
All right, but first for Daniel, who backed for the cookbook, but then also offered some bonus support or got some add-ons.
That was easy.
Easy squeezies, easy squeezies, easy squeezies.
Oh, there's Daniel.
That was easy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Daniel.
easy squeezies for Daniel. Everyone give Daniel some squeezies
Everyone
in the
give Daniel
chat.
some easy squeezies. I don't know
That
what that
was
emoji is, but we'll find it out together.
Okay, so we're gonna take 1 cup of sugar and the softened butter.
And I'm gonna do dishes. Because that's the least fun book part, and that's what we're not gonna put in the book, is how to do your dishes.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Wow, you found gold! Oh my god. Okay,
1 cup.
1 cup.
Where did the peach cobbler recipe come from? My mom found it one day. And we've been making it ever since.
But
I don't know
she
how
has-
she found it.
She has now figured out how to blanch peaches.
But now we all know how to blanch peaches. Mom, if you're still here, how did you find the peach cobbler recipe? Did you just Google it?
Your mom can't comment.
Well, she can text me. Text me. I'm using my phone for the recipe, so I'll see it.
All right. It's looking good.
I can't wait to eat those blagindas.
The blagindas came out like, mwah, chef's kiss.
Like chef's. Oh, those all give squeezy
Those are
vibes.
all-
I
love
agree with the lemon.
I agree with the lemon.
I'm gonna use a fork. This is what my dad's side of the family always did with, especially like making sugar cookies. So I'm just using the fork into the butter. When I make the cobbler, a lot of times I'll use an electric mixer, but that's gonna be really loud, and I don't want to do that to your ear holes. So I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Wow, we're really like between blanching peaches and doing it with a fork. Mixing the butter with a fork.
I will never choose to use like a hand whisk. I'll pick a fork over that any day. She was walking through the park and found the recipe laying on a bench. Oh, you want to hear a story about me and my mom walking through a park?
Oh God.
One time we were approaching.
No, you don't get the no. We gotta wait. You gotta hit a goal.
It's such a good story. We're at 315 backers.
We're at 315. Oh, Joseph! Everybody, hit the lemon! Hit the lemon emoji!
Hit the lemon and squeezy, lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy,
Thank
lemon
you,
squeezy,
Joseph.
lemon squeezy.
Thank you, Joseph.
Lemon squeezy, lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezies for Joseph.
That means we're 5 backers away from unlocking the violating fish pick.
Okay.
But if we get to 316, then Juliana can tell you the rock story.
Yeah, 316 for the rock story. It is one of my best stories.
It's kind of funny because it's like Stone Cold Steve Austin's 316, and his opponent was like his big rival was The Rock. So
Ha ha ha.
Juliana 316 says, I just
Okay.
picked up some
So
rocks.
this is nice and mixed up in the former tortellini bowl, which has now been thoroughly cleaned, soaked, and good to go. I am going to now take the flour, and we're gonna do 1 cup of flour.
careful.
That was quite the face.
Oh my God!
Brendan gets to see how I make the kitchen so messy.
I get to see that every day.
I can use a little spoon to make this less messy. I'm gonna spoon it out. Oh, that was not any less messy. Everyone is very excited that ice is going to be in the cookbook now.
Only if we had 316. Or wait, it was 320.
Wasn't it 315?
Was it 315? Oh, good. We got ice. That's great. Ice in the cookbook. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm adding the flour in. Can we call it like frozen water
It's the Titanic recipe.
for the recipe? Oh, it's the Titanic.
It's the Titanic
recipe.
ice.
Okay, great. Lemon squeezies. Lemon squeezies
Lemon
in the chat.
squeezies. Let's go. And if you want to get your own lemon squeezies, you just got to donate $1. And then we'll read your name on stream, and you can get a easy squeezy.
An easy squeezy. Okay, so this is like starting to turn like kind of crumbly. And it's still just the butter, the sugar, and the flour. We're doing a little waitress right now. But you don't get too far doing just that. So we are now going to add the baking powder. 5 more backers and the fish pick gets released.
That
I
is
don't
true.
know. I don't know if we're gonna
I
make
don't know
that.
if we'll hit it, but
We're almost done.
the question is, will the cobbler be ready to go in the
1
oven first, or
teaspoon.
will the dishes be done?
The dishes will probably be done.
Well, place your bets. Everybody place your bets.
Okay. Okay, so the baking
We're down to the silverware,
powder is in
Juliana.
there.
Juliana, we're down to the silverware.
I'm not gonna
Juliana,
make
we're
it.
down to the
I'm not gonna make
Juliana,
it.
we're down to the silverware.
I'm not gonna make
Oh
it.
my
Where's
God.
Where's
Oh
the
my
salt?
God.
Where's the
Oh my
salt?
God, we're down to the silverware.
Where's the
It's
salt?
right here. It's Planet Hollywood. I helped you, but we're down to the silverware.
Just a pinch.
The scissors.
And then you can do nutmeg. We don't do nutmeg.
We don't do nutmeg.
We don't do nutmeg.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
getting gypped.
Stirring
can we
it
do it with the
again.
oats in it?
With the oats in it, I still don't know how I feel about that, but we can try it. We can try it.
It's something they did in school.
We can try it. I'm willing to try it.
Well, I don't know how they'll feel about that, actually, so maybe we just stick with the traditional first.
Okay.
If we weren't making it for friends of Wait in the Wings.
All right. Oh, I forgot that means we can't eat it tonight.
Ah, do we have any in the fridge still?
We do have some in the fridge.
Man.
Okay, and then we do 1 egg and the vanilla extract.
Okay.
If you don't have eggs, or you can't afford eggs,
Or you just don't like eggs.
or you don't like eggs, you
good
can also
alternative.
use applesauce.
That's what we do for pancakes sometimes. That could be another recipe in the book, honestly, is the applesauce,
applesauce
pancakes.
pancakes.
Oh, if you want applesauce pancakes in the recipe book, let us know. And if we hit 317, we can get that. Because 316 unlocks the rock story, and 317, we can add the pancake recipe.
Okay, where's the vanilla?
It's right there, behind the flour.
Oh, there it is. Kate came back to 315 backers. Kate was pushing for it earlier. We did it, Kate.
We did it, Kate.
Now I'm adding the vanilla. Smells so much better than some of the smells we had
Smells
in here.
so much better than the
with
tortellini.
the tortellini.
The bowl's probably so happy.
The bowl is like how
whoever
refreshing.
gets a cookbook next gets to name the bowl. Gets to name
Oh.
the tortellini bowl. So next person to get the $5 cookbook, you also get to name the bowl. And it will make an appearance during the 24-hour stream. We'll find a way. And we'll put a label on it.
Okay. So we're really starting to chunk up at this point.
And the
gonna
cobbler, too.
start mixing it by hand now. And then something I usually do before my hands get messy is I go ahead and I sprinkle 2 tablespoons of sugar on the peaches. But my hands are sticky, so I don't know how I'll get that sugar on the peaches.
Yeah, sounds like a problem.
Those 2 tablespoons
Sounds like a-
of sugar on the peaches.
Sounds like a really big deal.
That my husband,
I hope he can figure it out.
He loves peach cobbler so
hope he can
much.
figure it out.
So
Did you say
maybe
2 tablespoons?
he'll put 2 tablespoons on the peaches, and you're just gonna sprinkle it. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, I got the easy button.
Oh, sugar on the easy button.
You sure that's a lot of
Yeah,
sugar?
I'm
My
sure.
God. You guys are gonna get loaded up. Like, don't eat this before you go to bed. It's a good thing we aren't eating this tonight. That's wild. That much?
Yeah, that much.
Man. Okay. There
And
it
then
is.
you're gonna take some like globs of this dough that we've made, and you're gonna like make little blagindas out of them, basically.
Hey.
So like same shape you were working with earlier. It's okay. It's just like that. It's kind of soft, but just go with it. And then can we get some Sunset Boulevard action?
Sunset Boulevard. You're just trying to distract me from the dishes so that you win.
Some Sunset
This
Boulevard
is-
action.
All right,
What
here we
about
go,
vegan
everybody.
eggs? That would probably work.
Vegan
I've never
eggs would
had
be good.
vegan eggs.
Here we go, Sunset Boulevard.
And then you're just gonna drop it in there, and you're gonna keep making little patties
Little Sunset Boulevard.
and dropping them in, and just putting them like kind of next to each other.
That looks great. Everybody's mind is collectively blown over vegan eggs. Mine are blown. My mind is blown.
Your mind is blown. Vegan eggs are a thing now. Yeah, I would
So
try
what's
the
in a vegan-
applesauce first.
Yeah. What's in a
But,
vegan egg? What makes
yeah,
it?
I don't know.
In the chat, help me figure out what's in a vegan egg.
And then as you put these together, you just like don't want any openings really, so I just like kind of close up the openings. Put that back there.
Someone's gotta be the sax part in Sunset Boulevard. Our cat. Bumby would totally be the sax part.
Put this along here. And then you can kind of, if you're running out, just like spread it out a little bit, but then it'll open up, so then you just have to close it up. Cover it over there. Cover it over there.
That's looking good.
Yeah, we're just about there.
And hello to everybody who's just joining us. We are in the dessert phase of our cooking stream, making recipes from the Wait in the Wings cookbook, which you can get as a $5 perk for backing the Kickstarter. So you get some buy-in into the project, and you get, now that's what I call cooking.
And then if you're pro eating the batter, you get to do that now. And then you put it in the oven.
And then that means I put it in the oven. How long do we cook this for?
We start with 20 minutes, and then we go from there.
Do we need to butter the top or anything?
Nope.
Okay. 20 minutes. Here we go.
Chicken Garfunkel. That's
Siri.
fascinating.
Set a timer for 20 minutes. Chicken Garfunkel, that's my favorite band.
God, that's so good.
Just remember, there was tortellini in that.
It's okay.
Over the fear of the torto.
Very.
All right, and we are one backer away from getting Juliana's rock story, which this is a perfect time to hear that. It's gripping.
really is.
She told it to me on our first date, and then I said, yep, that's not going to
Choose
work.
the one.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Oh, it was so great. It's such a great story. You never know. You're never going to expect how it ends. But we have 315. We're one backer away. $1, $5, $40. You get a mystery playbill, which is from our personal collection. We did pick a bill last night. It was so much fun. We'll be doing that again next Friday. We also have the return of our 24-hour live stream on Saturday.
I cannot wait.
Got some great activities, some great guests lined up. We've got Mickey Joe Theater, who we're still trying to figure out a time, but he's showing up. And the Discord, the Patreon Discord, has really been pushing for this, and we're going to do it. We're going to write a Mickey Joe X Wait in the Wings fan fiction that's going to be slightly Rebecca-esque. So I ran it by Mickey today. I can't believe he was okay with it, but we're going to do that. It'll be maybe at 6 p.m. on Saturday, EST. But we'll see how that goes. We've got, hopefully, Mark Bonanni is coming to it. Yeah. Hunter says you got Mickey. Oh, yeah, we got Mickey.
Oh, we got Mickey.
And Mickey agreed to everything. Because that's what a good friend Mickey Joe is. And he'll never be able to look at us the same.
No,
I told him,
not.
to be fair, I said, please say no.
You did.
I said, please, like, they want to do a fan fiction, please say no. But we're one backer, we're literally just $1 away.
$1 away.
We got
from the
35
rock
people
story.
watching. If one person heads to the link in the comments, donates $1, gets us to 316, you get an easy squeezy, we'll call out your name, and we'll do a dance for you. I don't know what the dance is going to look like, but I'll do a dance for whoever donates next. Whoever becomes backer 316. And you get, if you like Stone Cold Steve Austin, you get to be backer 316.
Lenny might even say thank you.
Lenny's dead. Lenny's got 5. It was $320 to fix Lenny. Oh no, it was $1. Wasn't it $2,300 to fix Lenny?
It was $2,300.
Okay,
to fix
so
Lenny.
we can,
we
fix,
can
Lenny.
fix Lenny.
We can fix Lenny. That's good. We'll do that on the stream next.
Did you set a timer for the cobbler?
I did.
Great.
Did anybody name this guy yet?
No.
Well, really quick, I just want to show this off because it's the most perfect Blagenda I've ever made. And this is in the cookbook for everybody. Oh, it's gorgeous. Just look at it. Perfectly crisp brown, like toasted brown.
And anyone who
It's
gives
so
it
good.
$5 or above gets that.
Gets the recipe. You don't get this
You
exact
get that
one.
exact
You could have
Blagenda.
this one, but we're not shipping until end of August. So it might be it might not taste good.
We do have Bumby Beans turned on though, so if you've already pledged at Mystery Playbill or above and you would like a picture of the perfect Blagenda, we can arrange that for you.
Oh, it's so good. I can't believe I haven't eaten one yet.
Well,
These are like
I
these
was
are
all
solid
peachy.
enough that you can like bite into it. Here.
Oh. I was kind of afraid I was biting your finger.
No.
Oh, that's a very different experience.
Yeah, but that's like what Blagenda is.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so good.
It's kind of like a calzone.
I could see that.
Is this
It's a
one
very
mine?
different experience than doing it with the biscuits.
Is this one mine?
Yeah, that one's yours. Okay.
That's really good.
Kate says, oh wow, I'm happy Kate could finally see the perfect Blagenda. I'm a sucker for those Polaroids. It's just a nice little memory. It's a nice little memento. Okay, well, I mean, things are really wrapping up here.
Things are wrapping up here.
That's, wow. One backer away from the rock story. I don't know what to do until we have that rock story, because I'm sitting on the edge of my seat just waiting for that rock story.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just going to be awkward. We're just going to sit here. Just going to keep doing the dishes.
I'm just gonna
Eat
eat
your
Blagenda. There's so much like footage of me just eating on these streams. It's kind of embarrassing.
But some other things that we have lined up for the 24-hour stream is we're going to get some of the people in who have really helped make the documentaries documentaries they are. So that's including Carol Lee, who, if you've listened to the title songs on repeat of Ride the Cyclone or Chess, that was all Carol Lee. We met in in our sophomore Spanish class in college, and we suffered through all 4 semesters together, and we're still working together today. But then we're also hoping to get some more of the other people who helped us out on this journey, including Sydney Zarlango, who's an incredible disability dramaturg who helped us with telling the last part of the Ride the Cyclone Odyssey. I'm hoping we can get Rio on the stream, who he is a fantastic illustrator, and he did all the Ride the Cyclone illustrations. He did the design
so
for
cool.
the pin, the custom pin that had Audrey 2 and the chess piece on the Cyclone.
Which is
Unfortunately, those are all
sold
sold out.
out.
We had 55 available, and they all sold out pretty quick, which is wild because it's only been a week. But we are starting to get to the point that things are starting to run out. So all the exclusive prop pieces, the mystery playbill, like we're all starting to run low. So head over there while you can.
Mystery playbill, we'll have those through to the end. But if you want a specific playbill, it's probably better to join sooner rather than later. Come to one of our pick-a-bills. You can pledge for the playbill at any time and add the pick-a-bill later. So if you're wanting a pick-a-bill to pick out your mystery playbill, you don't have to wait to give to get that. You can give at any point and add the pick-a-bill part later.
And this is looking good. This is looking better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Bold of us to clean on stream, but it's like, hey, look, we're real.
Yeah.
We're real
real people. Also, it's like they're all just our friends. You're all our friends. We're just hanging out.
There's no one else I'd rather be hanging out with.
Hanging
right
out on a Saturday night.
And we got meal prepped for the week that we're going to be gone.
Yeah,
But the nice thing
things
is
that we
you
made
can,
are freezable.
You can freeze all of this. Any questions that you have? I liked those Disney musical
Yeah,
questions.
that was a good
fun. Those
question.
were good prompts.
Taylor sent the recipe for the chicken Garfunkel. That is so fascinating with the cooking wine in it. Cheese. That sounds good. I don't eat chicken, but I'm intrigued.
Don't eat chicken, but we might eat Garfunkel.
We might eat Garfunkel. It's really cool that we're making a cookbook. Thanks, Taylor.
It's
we
our
did it
second
last year,
cookbook.
too.
It's volume 2. And I'm just happy that enough people liked it. We sold, what, 90 last year?
Ooh, that got strong.
Sold 90 cookbooks last year.
Yeah.
And so you can help us pass that goal by backing now. And whoever we get for the next one gets a dance from me. They get the easy squeezy, and they get Juliana's rock story.
And so much. There's so much you get. And you get to preserve theater history.
And that's the most important part. Mel says, what are some artists you'd actually like to see do a jukebox musical? Depeche Mode? Please? A Depeche
Can we have
Mode musical would
Spider-Man
be
turn
great.
off the Dark Revival with Depeche Mode?
Oh, a Depeche Mode musical would be so good. It'd be so moody. It'd be so good. Yeah, that's my biggest one is Depeche Mode. A Fleetwood Mac one I think would be interesting. If you could do stereophonic but with Fleetwood Mac music, that'd be interesting. Spencer asks, Bren, oh, nobody calls me Bren. On a scale from 1 to 10, how scared are you for Goldberg at SummerSlam? Don't say, no, Goldberg's not coming back at SummerSlam, is he? I stopped watching. I haven't watched for like 2 years. Oh, that's awful. That's awful if Goldberg's coming back. Come on, pass the baton. Hunter asks, how was the tea?
The tea is so good. I let the tea bag in a little bit too long, so it's very strong. Probably a little too strong to be drinking at this time, but the peach flavor is phenomenal.
Mel says, what would the storyline be for the Depeche Mode musical? It would be people on the hunt for the policy of truth.
Wow.
I don't know what it would be, but that would be the main goal. I don't know, I have to flesh it out a little bit. I could see it being like a teenager, like high school drama.
It's like
Kind of like Heather's.
Oh, I was thinking it's like Dear Evan Hansen, but like inside.
It has to be
Connor's
moodier
head.
and like more gothic. It'd be like it'd be dark.
It'd be so dark.
It'd be a dark one. Or it could just be the story of Titanic, but with Depeche Mode music.
That's a choice. That's a definite choice.
Goldberg versus World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at SummerSlam. Boo! This is why I started watching baseball. I'm all about the Mets. All about the Mets.
I like the Mets.
We got 19.
that
We got 9 minutes left
9
until the
minutes.
cobbler's ready.
Do they get the cobbler? Do they get to
They
see
get the
the
cobbler.
Okay.
Oh, we get to see the cobbler. But we got.
Wow.
We just need one more backer, and then we get the rock story.
Yeah.
And you get the dance.
We'll just be quiet until then. Just stand here in silence.
Enjoy the silence.
That's what it would be called.
The Depeche Mode musical?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the silence? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it'd be so good. Shake the Disease? Come on. It's probably like a kid who is like down and out. It's like I could see it as you know the play Slipping? I could see it being the play Slipping, but you musicalize it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else have questions? About anything? Doesn't have to be about theater.
This is my favorite part is when like the stream's wrapping up. And it's more interesting with this one because it's like we're just waiting for the thing
Yeah.
to cook.
We could do.
We gotta fix Lenny.
Yeah, we could do a Lenny repair.
Should we add an add-on where you get to sign Lenny's cast
We could do that.
as we rebuild Lenny? Dear God! No one donated $1
Oh.
to hear the story, and so now we're just here. You gotta fix me.
Things-
Come on, fix me
Things
for
might-
$1.
Things might not be good in the tape way.
What?
Things might not be great for tape.
Things might not be great for tape. Oh no! Oh no, we might be out.
We
Oh,
can do
Lenny.
we can do a temporary repair.
Wait, he might have been fixed. I might have saved him. Oh God! Oh no! Okay, here we go.
We can do just like this is
This is a preemptive.
temporary.
Lenny, I'm so sorry this happened to you, my man. Here we go. All right. There we go. Okay. That actually, I think, is going to work better than I could have imagined. Oh, Lenny. And now everybody who got to sign it at our kickoff stream, who
They're
got to
still
sign
there.
Lenny's cast, you still get to live on. And you're like, some people are immortalized
Wow.
in that. Thank you so much. Let's kill time until we have cobbler. What do you guys want to talk about, huh? Let's talk about, I need E6000. What's that? Where can I pick
Wait,
some up?
Brendan. What's
What?
going on with this?
What do you mean what's going on with that?
Are we making this?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Should we just do that now?
No, it won't take that long.
I think we
Well,
can
I
just,
guess we.
I think we can just freeze
I
it.
think just freeze it.
Yeah. And then put all this into a bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions for Lenny?
Mm-hmm. In the content musical, I can see that at like at the amusement park.
Yeah, like a cruise ship. That could be like a cruise ship.
Who would you like to see, artist, write a musical that hasn't yet? I need a Lady Gaga musical. I do too.
Yeah.
I know Jack Antonoff technically wrote music for Romeo and Juliet, but I'd love to see a Jack Antonoff musical. Taylor Swift. Surprised there hasn't been a T-Swift musical yet.
Would
that
it
she
be
hasn't
like
tried
a
to get that
jukebox,
EGOT.
or would she try?
Like
would she,
original
like,
score, kind of like what
writing
like Sarah Bareilles did.
Yeah, that could be good.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that would be doing it just because you want to do it, because she doesn't need the money now.
Yeah.
But a Stevie Nicks musical about a witch school, that's wild. And that is exactly my type of stuff. That's incredible.
Oh, I'm tired.
Well, it's been a lot of cooking.
We did so much.
We've been
cooking
cooking
for all of you
for-
guys.
3 hours of cooking.
3 hours of cooking. That's more cooking than I've done in a long time.
I think we
Lenny,
can
what's
just...
your favorite schmackery cookie?
My favorite schmackery cookie.
I know my favorite schmackery.
I don't like smackery cookies, but I do like Panera cookies. Let me tell you my favorite. It's the petite chocolate chip cookies from Panera. Glass is here. He went to Panera today and his social anxiety kicked in. Because he wanted a chocolate chip cookie, but he said the wrong sign. And they charged him $6.99 for this cookie. And he thought, wow, that's steep. But then they brought out this bag of cookies. And he accidentally bought a whole bag of cookies, and by then the card was ran, and it was too late to say anything, so now I've got a bag of cookies. I've got a bag of, you guys want some? Whoever chips in $1, I'll send you a cookie.
Lenny, what's your favorite painting?
My favorite
My
painting.
favorite painting. My favorite painting isn't a painting, it's an art piece.
What is it?
It's the Caboosier.
The Caboosier? I guess I like Lake Caboosier, because I am a sucker for Alex Timbers. Mark, if you're in here, I'm moving on, buddy. I'm moving on to A-Tims. A-Tims has my heart, and he can have my Lake Caboosier anytime.
And my favorite Schmackery cookie, which you did not ask, is the corn one. I like that one.
I've never had a Schmackery's cookie.
Really? We went into Schmackery's once, but we didn't get cookies.
No, we didn't get cookies. I'm biased because I'm okay with crumble, but that's just because I was
You know the
classmates
You know
with
the guy.
the guy who invented crumble.
Uh,
He doesn't know me.
who's Ernest Menville?
I don't know. It sounds like he wrote Moby Dick.
That's Herman Melville. Ernest
Okay, this needs to cook a little faster.
Menville. I don't know if it's gonna be done.
I don't even think it's
either.
gonna be done.
I think we might just have to
think we'll
post
have
a
to take-
Kickstarter update.
Yeah, we'll post some Kickstarter updates so you can see it because it's still bubbling.
Oh yeah, that's nowhere close.
Yeah, we're
to
not
being
even
done.
close. But again, thank you all so
Thanks,
much for being here.
everyone.
And if you backed for the first time tonight, that's huge. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been great. It's been
We'll
fun.
see ya next week.
Next Friday for Pick-a-Bill on Instagram, and then next Saturday for the 24-hour live
hours.
stream. All right, we'll see you later,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.